all at as a society. We've all kind of collectively agreed we no longer have to watch the movies as long as we watch the award show.
I try to watch a lot of them.
Yeah, but you're like a dork, you know?
I'm a dork because I watch movies?
No, that's not why. I'm saying, but usually there is a parallel. Right?
Between watching movies and being a dork?
Yes. You're a dork because of other things, but
yeah,
part of that is that you would also watch like most, if not watching movies, but a guy who says like, oh yeah, I watch most of the Oscar movies is like, yeah, let's look at some of the other.
Oh, I'm sorry, I watch the good movies.
Wow, that, you know, there are a lot of good movies. I
watch some bad movies.
What's a bad movie you watched?
What's a bad movie that I got through 18 minutes of Megalopolis.
Okay, all right, you tried.
And I tried, and that was 18 hard minutes.
I think it wasn't. Who did that? Coppola did that, right? Yeah, he said that he was kind of pissed that everybody shat all over it.
They deserved to.
He was like, hey, I tried, man.
Hey, listen.
Hey, I'm trying to follow my vision here. And it's like, no, man, yeah, it's not, you don't just get credit. Especially when you're Francis Ford Coppola. Like, of all people to just follow their own vision, Francis Ford Coppola would be the one to get the most trust to.
Yeah, I was okay with it. Oh, he's got a vision?
Right.
I've seen other visions he's had. They've been amazing.
Didn't he invest all his own money into it, too?
Yeah, because everybody kept saying, like, nah, man, that's a bad idea.
It won the awards, though, right?
What awards?
Oscars.
No.
Oh.
It was nominated for some Razzies.
I always get those two confused.
Yeah.
Razzies is the bad one.
Razzies is bad. Okay. Oscars is good.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if there's.
Well, honestly, that puts last night's show into a completely different context for me.
Now you understand.
I was flipped on my head. I was like, I didn't think these movies were that bad. I thought it was kind of good.
Oh, I tried with that movie. I really
18 minutes.
18 minutes, and it was a bad 18 minutes.
And are you a tap out on movies regularly guy?
No.
You'll give it a chance.
I watched all The Brutalist over the weekend.
I mean,
and that was 3.5 hours.
Yeah, didn't that take the entire weekend? It's a good thing we have 3-day weekends.
That's what I said. I said I'll start on Friday,
right?
And I should be done by the time the Oscars start.
And just as the sun was coming up this morning, finishing on the boat, you were like, okay, got to the end.
No, I very rarely will tap out of a movie.
Yeah, like I don't really, I generally don't respect people who have opinions about movies and they're like, oh yeah, that movie sucked. I walked out of the theater.
No, yeah.
And I go like, well, how do you know? How do you know? You didn't see Act 3. Maybe it all came together. Generally it didn't, but maybe it all came together.
I feel like if you watch the first 15 minutes of Megalopolis,
I would do the same
you'll
thing.
be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get what Travis was doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't have the type of time these days to just sit around, trusting Francis Ford Coppola's vision when I clearly see.
I'll just watch Apocalypse Now again.
Yeah, exactly. And I do stuff like that where I'm watching. There are many movies I'll watch and I go, I could just be watching Barbarian right now.
You love Barbarian.
Yeah, like why wouldn't I just watch Barbarian? Nowadays, if a movie is even average, like if it's just not making me feel anything, I go, why wouldn't I could just literally be watching Barbarian right now.
Is Barbarian or the OJ show for you?
I will get into my trip to Toronto. I literally watched the OJ show on the plane again.
Psycho.
I was watching.
Absolute psycho.
I was like on the plane flying home. And I was like, what do I have downloaded on my phone? Because there's only an hour and a half flight to Toronto.
Yeah, it's a quick one.
And I go, what do I listen to some tunes. I want to watch something. What do I have downloaded on my phone? I was like, oh, episode 5 of the OJ doc?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see what happened after the trial. And I just popped it on. It was great.
I've started and stopped and then gone back to a movie before. When I like the first time I tried to watch Dune, I was not in the right headspace. There's so much exposition in the beginning of it.
Right.
And like I realized really early on, I was like, I'm not ready to watch this.
Yes.
But then I went back to it a couple months later and I watched the whole, and I was like, okay, that's a great movie.
I'm still trying to digest the fact that you made it through a 3-hour movie about an architect.
I will tell you.
I like architects.
I know you've been telling people that you always wanted to be one.
I did. Yeah. I thought it was going to be about Art Vandelay. That's why I kept watching. I was like, where does art come in?
Is this the story
city
of
planner at the end?
Vandelay Industries? If there is one architecture to watch a movie about, it would be brutalism. I am fascinated by brutalism in general. But
yeah, I mean, it was...
I'll watch it.
Yeah, it was good.
Everybody says it's good. Adrian Brody's back in the spotlight. He was good in Summer of Sam, so,
I don't know if he was trying to, like, give a long speech because he did a long movie.
Because the movie was so long?
Holy shit.
He's like, please, bear with me. I was watching him do his speech last night. So last night, Adrian Brody won the award for Best Actor for The Brutalist. and he started doing his speech, and they were already, because they had really played some people off quick. Because I think what I really liked about the Oscars last night was that it was over by 10:45. That was my favorite part of the whole show. It was 10:45, like at 10:40 when they're announcing Best Picture. I'm going, oh my God. There's no
'cause it
awards
started
after
at
this.
7.
This is fantastic. Is that when it started?
Yeah. I didn't know. I thought it started at 8.
Yeah, I'm not going to tune in for Red Carpet, but I had already missed Kieran by the time I popped on. But yeah, the fact that it was over at 10:45, I loved. Although I think it was supposed to be over at 10:30.
Yeah.
Because it streamed, so it was live on ABC, but also streamed on Hulu, and it cut off on Hulu. Everybody that was
Oh, is
watching,
that why everybody was pissed?
everybody was furious because everybody that was watching on Hulu, the last awards didn't play. It just a screen came up that said "Thanks for watching," and all the cord cutters on Hulu were like, "I wasn't done watching. What do you mean? I went through editing, I went through sound design, I went through set design for what?" They were just blabbing on and on and on about score, and I don't get to see Best Picture. This is insane.
Oh, it's so funny. I saw an article that like Hulu people were upset, but I didn't.
Oh yeah. They were furious because the show ended. I think it was probably 10:30 or so that they missed the last two. Like they were sitting there watching that lady presenting Best Actress or whatever she was presenting, going through each individual nominee and trying to give them a direct and specific compliment. You light up the screen in ways that I've never seen, and I'm going like, this is taking forever, and there's no way this lady knows all the nominees that well that they each need a compliment.
Yeah, I guess this
Plus,
Adrian's.
it's not a personality award. Just list the movies.
Yeah. Oh my God, they spent so much time. Like, what was it? Like costume design, and then like
Costume design.
something else, like sound or something, where like they had one person from each film come out and like compliment the costume designer, and it took like 10 minutes.
Have you ever sat around with your friends talking about movies and going like, you know what movie has my favorite costumes of all time?
It's never happened.
I mean, you could do it when they do like the science awards or whatever they are that they do like 2 nights before and they just air a package later. Costume design, sound design. Like if you got a sweet soundtrack, sure, give the soundtrack at the real show.
Well, I don't know if it's the soundtrack that gets awarded.
It should be.
It's not like because they played,
What do I need, the score?
Gin Blossom.
I mean, unless the score is actually the album, The Score from the Fugees, I don't need to present it. You know what I mean?
Noticed
I don't
they
need
did.
to see.
They did change it to just one sound award. It used to be sound mixing and like sound editing or something, and now it's just best sound. Because the same movie would always win for both of them.
Of course, because nobody knows the difference. They're sitting there, like even the Academy is just sitting there filling out their forms going, whoa.
Isn't this the same thing?
I think I already voted for this one, so this is the one I'm voting for. Yeah, I think as far as score goes, unless Trent is nominated.
Which he wasn't, and that was a great score.
What did he do
Challengers.
this year? Oh, yeah, everybody loves
it. It was a great score.
You watched the Challengers, too?
Yeah.
You watched that, Danielle?
Oh, yeah. I saw it in theaters 6 times.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm obsessed
6?
with Zendaya.
You love her?
I love her.
Wow. Are you very excited that they're filming Euphoria now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in line for Shrek 5?
Yeah. I mean...
She's playing the kid.
But like, I don't know. Shrek looks a little whack in this new Shrek. But.
You're on board with the people who don't like the new Shrek's appearance?
Yeah.
What, is it too smooth?
Everything. He's like skinny.
Well, he probably
He's
is
like
on Ozempic.
I know. We don't want that.
Oh, I didn't
It
realize.
looks different. Like, the animation just looks different.
I didn't realize they did Ozempic Shrek.
Yeah.
Maybe now because he was supposed to be Chris Farley in the original Shrek. Is that new Shrek or original Shrek?
No, I think that's original.
Okay,
that
we
looks
like
fine.
that one. Okay, so
What's the difference?
Come on. And Fiona looks really different too.
This is the 5th Shrek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the first one. I've seen one Shrek.
I think I saw the second one.
So I'm the one on the
I don't know. Is
the one on the right is the new one.
This is new?
Yeah.
I mean, he does look he looks a little sickly. His skin tone.
When you see him moving, like you'll see
He looks older, but isn't he older? This isn't like a
think
Simpsons
it's like
world where
that.
like they never age, right?
What are you talking about?
might
He's
be.
Shrek. Wait, what do you mean? This isn't make believe. He's got to age. He's Shrek. Nothing's ever existed that looks like Shrek. It's a cartoon. It is actually very much Simpsons World.
Yeah, I don't think any cartoon, like SpongeBob, doesn't age.
I know. Travis just found out Shrek is not real life.
No, what I'm saying
Well,
is
they brought
like,
Shrek back. Of course, he's an older guy now.
like now he's got like a kid, so like obviously he's got to be older because the kid is older.
Travis is looking in the mirror
Right?
going, what has this kid done to me?
Yeah,
I'm assuming Shrek felt the same way.
guys, everybody ages.
Well, what did they put out? A teaser of
Some worse than others.
Yeah.
a teaser of Shrek 5, and that's where it's kind of like once
Yeah.
you see him moving. Okay, I want to see. And they're still doing Smash Mouth. I'm a Believer.
I hope so.
I think so.
That'd be great. Did that I'm a Believer carry through the 4 movies, or was that just the first one?
I don't know.
It should've-
Maybe.
I would think all 5.
That's like the reason why my generation knows that song.
Not the Monkeys.
No.
Oh, okay.
Why do people like? All right, let's see. This is the teaser, right?
Okay. It's vertical.
Hang on. No, that's from last year.
What? Why don't you look on? Is this it?
Yeah.
This is it.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Which is crazy.
Here it is. Looking in the mirror.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who's the fairest of them all? Why, Shrek, of course.
Wait, swipe it.
Ew, Dad.
Ooh, mommy like.
Who's making this stuff?
Like Fiona looks so different.
Which is Fiona the lady?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You hear when they're
Mom,
playing?
whatever.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
It's Smash Mouth. That's sick.
Zendaya? Oh, damn. Only in theaters. Christmas 2026.
Is it
Alright.
possible though that also because this is not only is this it's such a teaser, it's for Christmas 2026 they said,
Yeah.
so that's 2 years from now, and this is probably not a scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Like
probably
this
not.
is probably not like this is probably cheaper animation maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's
they
a
don't
good
put
point. That's a good point.
they don't
Like
put
they
all,
just did that for the teaser.
exactly, and they just did it kind of
Maybe.
quick so they could have something on Oscar weekend when people are talking about movies.
I guess. But I do
And they've
feel
got
like,
enough time to correct it. Remember, people got all
Yes.
mad about
Yes,
Sonic's teeth
yes.
that time?
Yeah, it's true. They maybe would. I just feel like, yeah, animation looks different than it did 25 years ago. And that like upsets us because we want it to look the same.
But it looks less textured. Like it looks
Yeah.
smoother.
Which I don't.
It looks
want
like
that.
it looks
has
like
a
it was.
filter.
It looks like it was made in an app.
Yeah. Probably was.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it was probably made on the cheap.
yeah. They were like, "Can we,
They're
do this?
probably
Can we do the whole thing on CapCut?" CapCut's like, "Yeah." As a matter of fact, absolutely.
at least they still got Smash Mouth.
That's this weekend. I forgot February only has 28 days. We got to do this right now. Yeah, I'm psyched about Smash Mouth being back.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
And and that's still Cameron Diaz and Eddie Murphy and all them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now your girl Zendaya.
Yep.
You saw
That's-
Challengers 6 times?
I saw it more than that too, but like in theaters.
In theaters.
Maybe even 7. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
did you
it's
have different?
good.
Did you go by yourself every single time? Did you go,
No,
oh,
no,
okay.
no. The first time, yeah, because it was like the Thursday that it opened. And
Oh,
I
like-
was like alone in the theater. Like it was actually weird why no one was there. But I was alone in the theater. and it was perfect.
Where is
By the way, it sounds weird, but I don't think we're thinking it's weird for the same reason. So you're like first screening on Thursday,
Yeah.
and would you do this for any Zendaya movie, or was Challengers specifically like?
No, probably for her. Like I've been there for her whole career, like back in the Disney days. Like I love her.
We love her.
And it was around my birthday, so I went again on my birthday.
Sure.
Which is crazy though, because I didn't get in. They were like, "Where's your ID?" And I was like, "You think I'm 16? This is my 22nd birthday." It was insane, actually. I had to like run back to my car and like get my ID.
You're too young for this
A young lady of your age cannot watch the Challengers. We didn't cast Zendaya so teenage girls would come see this movie.
So do you get all excited when a new Spider-Man comes out, and then when the theater is completely filled with Marvel nerds, you're like, guys,
Yeah.
who's excited
That
for
is the
Zendaya?
reason why I started watching Marvel movies, I will say.
Because of her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I did it all backwards. I started with whatever the Homecoming.
Yeah, the
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
Homecoming, and then Far From Home. And then I was like, oh, I like Spider-Man. So then I started with Civil War, was so confused.
Where's Zendaya?
She wasn't in it, but then I was like, I like Spider-Man. I could do this. I can get into Marvel. But I started with Civil War and was just, I didn't even question how confused I was the whole movie.
Yeah. Civil War, when you look at that kind of arc of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, Civil War is very much the Act 2.
Yeah.
So to start with Act 2,
It made no sense.
why are Captain America and Iron Man so mad at each other? By the way, how did we even get Captain America and Iron Man?
Yeah. And then I did all the ones with Spider-Man. I like watched Civil War, then Infinity War, then Endgame, and was like, wait. Iron Man's pretty cool too. So then I went back into the whole thing, and it all made more sense in
I respect
the
that.
months to come.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do like that you literally went back and watched a whole foundation of film. Like
Yeah.
hours and hours and hours just to properly give context to what Zendaya is up to.
Yes.
Like
That was the motive. Yes.
Yeah. I want to figure out where exactly she fits into this universe. And to know, I need to know the entire universe.
Yeah, but unlike Hot Dog, like this was during quarantine, so it was like with him and his James Bond random.
Oh, where you'll just do it.
Yeah, like for me, it was like I had literally this is my senior year. Like this was my mission.
I see.
You know?
I see. Yeah.
By the way, don't make fun of Hot Dog, Sam, when you just said you watched the OJ show again on the airplane
who
just
made- who's making-
because.
I
making
was-
fun
I
of Hot
was-
Dog.
I
I
was-
love the OJ Cinematic Universe.
Now,
That's my favorite CU. OJCU. The OJCU is easily my favorite thing.
does the C stand for cinematic or criminal?
No, it's actually civil.
Oh, okay.
It's civil. He was criminal. This is what some people don't realize, and I don't like that it's conflated for his legacy. Criminally, he was actually not guilty.
Right.
And I think some people get confused by that. He was found in a civil court. He was found to be responsible for the murders, but you only need a 51% burden of proof.
Oh, and 51% won't even get you a passing grade in school.
You should have heard Marsha Clark. She was so pissed. She was like, they basically just presented our case, but had a different jury. And it was like, okay, Marsha. It was all everyone else's fault, not your fault. Okay, Marsha Clark. Anyway, Marsha Clark is my Zendaya. So I watch
it.
everything she does. Yeah.
Nice.
So did your friends go with you over and over again to Challengers?
Different friends, and I would watch the reactions and stuff because I knew what was happening.
Did they know you were going over and over again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knew.
That's great.
I made it like my personality for whatever April and May.
I'm the girl who goes and sees Challengers over and over again.
I mean, it's a good movie.
And I appreciate that you're keeping, at your age, keeping theaters in business. This is what
Oh.
Sean Baker was talking about. He would love
Yes,
you.
every Tuesday.
That was what you did?
Movie Tuesday, yeah.
Movie
I
Tuesdays?
wrote articles about it. Yeah, I literally got a bunch of my friends because they're half off on Tuesdays.
Oh, and you were like, Tuesday, this is our shit. This is what we do.
Movie Tuesdays.
And unfortunately, for the next couple months, every Tuesday will be Challengers Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is 6 times the most times you've ever seen a specific movie?
She said it could have been 7.
Could have been 7.
No, I've seen
In a
movies-
theater.
Yeah, probably because I had my own money to. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Like, if I was younger, I didn't have the money.
You're
to spend.
financially
Yes.
independent.
Sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm coming from a place of fiscal responsibility here. I can't.
Mom, can I have $10 for what? To see the movie again?
Yeah. No, she wouldn't.
But you love watching movies over and over again.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what's one that you've watched?
Oh, Titanic.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you weren't even alive. You weren't
I think
on
that's
the.
great.
I think it's awesome. I'm loving it. But you weren't on this planet when.
No. In
'Cause-
1997.
Wow. Because it was a phenomenon in '97.
Oh, my God.
I'm really upset that I didn't get to see it in
Oh, I
theaters.
saw it in theaters. It was unbelievable.
I remember seeing it in the theaters, yeah.
Except and this is going to shock you. This was several years ago, but I was walking around going, I haven't seen that movie Titanic in forever. I remember it being such a phenomenon in theaters, and she says she'll never let go of Jack, and she just leaves him dangling in that cold water. I go, I should rewatch this movie. I was probably like reading or watching a YouTube video about the actual Titanic, and it made me want to watch the movie.
Or maybe you were just watching Billy Zane.
I was probably watching Phantom again, the Phantom. But then I turn on Titanic, and you'll probably think this is really weird. Like halfway through, I was like, this sucks. I turn it off. I go, this is so fucking long. Like, who cares? Like,
I get fucking mad.
about Titanic?
When she throws that thing in the water
Yeah,
at the
no,
end,
that's so annoying.
fucking bitch throwing away generational wealth.
It's generational wealth. You've been on the boat. We've been sitting here listening to you babble about this story of you cheating on your guy for hours. And at the end of it, what do? They got you on this boat because they want the heart of the ocean. And then boom. It goes into the water. In fact, the only good thing that came out of that movie was that it was referencing that Britney Spears song.
I mean,
Other
she was
than
going to
that-
croak.
Huh?
She doesn't need it. She's going to croak.
Generational wealth. What about the people under her? What about the people that were sitting there? Can you imagine the people on that boat were pretending to be interested in this old lady blabbering on about the love affair that she had with this poor guy? And by the way, there's no way that that guy actually looked like Leonardo DiCaprio. It was just in her head.
What? Why?
Because he was broke. There's no
Broke people can be handsome?
Not that
Handsome and
handsome.
broke. Oh, stop.
Not that
You
handsome.
could be broke and handsome.
And
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio handsome.
Of course.
yeah.
You don't
Not
get
in,
that
in
handsome.
1912. If you were poor,
You
you were
stunk,
just
dude. You had
covered in disease.
Pubic lice.
That doesn't mean you're not handsome.
There's no way you're Leonardo DiCaprio.
You don't think there's
handsome.
anybody that's looked like Leonardo DiCaprio that's been broke?
With pubic lice? No.
We're not talking about pubic lice.
He had pubic lice.
Is that in a deleted scene?
No, but
Because
it's,
I don't remember
I don't
that.
remember that either.
it's
Yeah.
inferred.
Is it?
Yes, of course. Like Mike said, it's 1912. Like, it's not like this is bohemian chic.
He's in steerage.
He's broke as shit. He
all the
Doesn't
other
mean he's got pubic
disgustings.
lice.
He definitely. You don't think that steerage was brimming with pubic lice?
It's where the untouchables were.
That's why they were untouchable. Because if you touched him, you got pubic lice. He won the goddamn ticket in a poker game.
Yeah,
he
no,
couldn't
I
afford
remember.
that ticket. He was like, "Oh my god, I get to go to America or wherever that stupid boat was."
I'm
going.
just saying, I don't remember a single scene where he's walking around scratching himself.
Well, where was he sleeping?
Like, he never was like talking to Rose and then
Yeah,
you
but-
were like, where's your hand? Dude?
But you knew. But you knew because he was used to
You
the
knew.
bites. He was used to the bites. I've always thought this. This isn't, what do you think? I just made it up just now? I've always thought this.
When he was painting Rose or whatever he was doing,
Sketching.
sketching,
Right?
Sketching. Come on.
you didn't hear like in the background.
Would you, it's not that loud.
And she's like, what are you doing?
It's not that. It wouldn't have been. And, I mean, can you imagine
And
how,
he's like, don't worry, babe, it's just my pubic lice.
bro, he didn't even have toothpaste, okay? His rotten breath when they're steaming up that car in storage. It's gross.
I didn't know you were such a hater.
The real Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic,
Jack. Yeah.
Jack was actually gross. Okay? And in her head, she remembers this handsome Leonardo DiCaprio
So
guy.
you think it's all
But she had
like
dementia, the old lady. She probably wasn't even on the boat.
at that age?
No.
Oh, you mean in her retelling of the story, she's
Yeah.
like she's
She's
remembering.
stretching the truth.
There's not one detail of Titanic that would be verifiable.
You think he's more like Riff Raff in Rocky Horror?
Absolutely, he was. Absolutely, a young riffraff.
Okay.
Is what he actually looked like. And Billy Zane was like, "What the fuck are you hanging out with a young riffraff?"
And that's why he was so pissed off.
Look at this wig I got on. I'm so handsome. Yeah, no, nothing about her story would have been verifiable at all. And so while they're just listening to this old lady babble on and on and on, it's like, okay, don't worry. At the end of this stupid story, we're going to get the necklace. We'll get the necklace. And then she's like, whoops.
It's the principle.
And then, yeah, but guess what it did? It made a bunch of other rich people get in a submersible and crush themselves to death trying to find that necklace. Okay? A father and son were on that submersible, for God's sake.
We heard them begging for their lives.
I heard it. They were pounding on the outside. Let us out. Help. You love Titanic, though.
I really do.
Wow.
I love that it's long. It's Titanic. The boat
The
itself
boat or the
is
movie?
fascinating. Well,
Oh.
it's fascinating
Because
to
it was
me.
a long boat.
Yeah, I think it was real. I don't know, but it just is a cool concept. Like it's crazy that this boat, like, I don't know. And then the story is just great, I think.
I mean, the Titanic was like the original Fire Fest. They were like, this is a totally unsinkable boat. And then it immediately sank. Maiden voyage, just sank right to the bottom. And then you had one of the people who created the Titanic going, not fraud, false advertising maybe. Yeah, I mean, they literally named the boat Titanic because it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to... And were people that... I mean, boats sink, but were that many boats sinking that you had to advertise the unsinkable boat and then boom, sunk?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a comedy of errors.
It was a bit of a comedy of errors.
All right, so you've seen Titanic the most.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, because I have cable and they play it all the time.
shit, you got
I
cable?
love
Okay.
cable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the
I
only
heard
person
that.
in my generation that like actually watches cable.
That
Like-
really...
That was a little aside. I got cable.
I got cable.
It's a flex.
It's a
Yeah,
humble.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a humble flex. Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Cable's not cheap.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it's premium. And it is, you rarely hear anymore people who, like our generation, all have movies that we grew up with watching on movie channels. Just because, during the day they would air the same movies over and over and over again. That's how both Mike Canada and myself fell in love with the film Rad. Because when we were growing up, Rad was on
That's
TV
how I
all the
saw
time.
like Ghostbusters 2 like 50 times.
Right.
Because it was always on Comedy Central.
Right. Yes, exactly. And you kind of, in your head, when you rewatch it, you are prepared for commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Like, in this part it
yeah.
dips into commercial.
Yeah.
But then you realize you're watching like a DVD and you're like, oh.
And now it's funny to watch shows that are kind of made for, like, it's obvious that they want to try to get this on television one day. Like, when you're watching Traders, there are commercial points.
Yes.
But
that's also because, like, they're like, you know what? We need ad-tiered versions
Yes,
of
that's
streaming
also
services.
true.
Like,
Yeah.
everything is getting those dip outs now and resets. I'm like, I don't need a reset. It literally what happened 2 seconds ago.
I'm good. I just watched it.
But then I realized people like Hot Dog have broke ass, Peacock with ads.
Oh, that's right.
Which is the funniest thing. When like you're watching a live show and they go for Peacock Premium, let's find out how we got here. And then the ads come on.
I have Hulu with ads. But that's because I take advantage of the Black Friday like $3 deal every single year and just use a different email address.
Sure.
And I've noticed that I don't mind that because it gives me an opportunity to check my phone and like makes me more disciplined during the show.
I guess, but how often do you need to check your phone and see there's nothing there? You know what I mean? Like it'd be like,
Troy,
do I really,
I didn't miss your cackling while you were gone last week. Sam's being shitty.
do I really need a break? Like, oh, look at that, clean as a whistle.
Nope. Still no emails.
Battery's super strong.
Is the internet working?
Yeah.
Let me refresh again. Let me just double check.
Yeah, your daughter's just typing away. I guess everything's fine. All right. Well, I guess I'll wait till the next break.
I do so much unnecessary picking up my phone, and I'm aware of that.
Me too.
It's so just instinctual. And when we're watching something on Hulu, it's kind of like I know in 10 or 15 minutes I can check my phone. Just pay attention, dude. I'll watch
my,
the show.
I'll have my moments.
I'll
to
have
check
my
phone
moment
for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, we grew up with like specific movies on VHS. Like we had our VHS little cupboard.
Sure.
So like those movies, like that's how I know every single word of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Right.
Because it was one, and Clue. I know everything about the movie Clue because we had the VHS and you'd pop it in and you just watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah, but you only know one ending because you only had one VHS.
Or dun, 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 da, 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 da. So anyway.
All right.
Wow.
The Brutalist. 3.5 hours long. And then Adrian Brody gets up there last night. And he gets his Best Oscar Award, which is a feel-good moment because everybody loves that. They remember Adrian Brody from that movie, The Penis, right?
Yeah.
The Penis.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been back, And now he's back.
He's done stuff.
But he hasn't been back to the Oscars.
No.
Right?
I don't think so.
Right. But they said it's his second nomination, second win.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did say second nomination.
So it's like, those are pretty good odds. But I think when something like that happens and that movie was so old, you're like, oh, he had his moment and that's it. So for him to get another moment, people love it. But then he gets up there and like they already gave him additional time. Because I watch these like foreign documentary filmmakers and they're getting wrapped up in 25 seconds. They're like, say a little something and then we're going to play the music. Adrian Brody had already been going way longer.
And it was boring.
And it was, I was like, okay. And then the music comes on. And he's like, wait. I promise. I won't go overboard. You've already been overboard. You're as overboard as Jack from Titanic right now. Okay?
I've been here before.
Yeah.
I realized halfway through his speech, he's probably not a fun guy to hang out with.
No, I don't think so.
He seems like he sucks.
He might have been fun during the lull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now he's back to being Oscar Adrian Brody, and he's just got a lot to say.
I was too distracted by him throwing his gum at his girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. That was gum.
He did?
Yeah.
It was insane.
Why'd he do that?
He walked up and then halfway was like, I got gum in my mouth.
Yeah, hang on.
Threw it back and she didn't catch it.
Oh, he threw it to. I mean,
yeah.
It would have been badass if he spit it out on stage, or if he just did, like, be a person.
That's what I'm saying. He seems kind of like a piece of shit.
Right. Let's see. Adrian Brody tosses his gum. He's blowing kisses.
You could see him realizing.
And she put her hands up. What an idiot! I didn't catch his ABC gum.
Like, just put it in your pocket or something, dude.
Swallow it. Be
Yeah.
a man. Be a man.
You think it's manly to swallow gum?
If you are in a moment, if I'm doing a live WWE hit and I realize there's gum in my mouth or a mint or whatever, I go, oh shit, let's go, let's roll.
So if The Rock calls on you during a press conference and you're chewing away on some Bazooka Joe.
Boom. Turn the red light on, baby. We're good to go.
Okay.
And then I go like this. Rock. Oh, sorry, I got gum in my throat. It hasn't got down all the way.
It stays in your guts for 10 years.
That's okay. That's okay because the
it's
moment.
bad for you.
It was worth
Okay,
it.
stays in your gut for 10 years, but the moment is forever.
That's true.
I'll give you. I'll. Plus, I mean, based on my diet, there's stuff in my gut that's
Yeah,
been there a lot longer than 10 years.
Yeah, plus, like, if I'm eating like a blow pop or something, I don't think I've ever spit that gum out. That just chews it up and swallows.
I heard you giving blow pops.
No, man, that's blow jobs.
Hell yeah. All right, let's listen.
Oh, my friend's back. Let me make fun of Travis.
I had a lot of these lines, people, and I was like, am I losing it while you were gone?
When I'm back, you're like, no, I'm funny. I'm funny.
Thank God. Thank God. I thought I had lost the magic.
No one's laughing.
Oh, man. Striking out left and right. So Adrian Brody goes up to make everybody who's like, I'm not going to sit through 3.5 hours of The Brutalist, go like, oh, no, you're sitting through it. I'm going to make sure of it tonight. Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Chucking his gum at his lady.
So disrespectful.
Giving Oppenheimer a hug. I don't know, he needs to pat the back of his head.
I mean, you can already tell that he's just so serious.
because of the emotion, like he's playing into the emotions.
Already counting me down. Okay. Thank you, God. Thank you for this blessed life. If I may just humbly begin by giving thanks for the tremendous
You think the people in
outpouring
like
of
Israel and Palestine are bummed out that God was too busy figuring out who's going to win the Oscars?
Yep. He'll get to them later.
Yeah, I don't know. I got the Oscars tonight. I got to kind of figure out who's going to be in which envelope.
Pardon me.
You know, the American Oscars? Yeah.
love that I've felt from this world and every individual that has treated me with respect and appreciation. I feel so fortunate.
I wish they gave it to Sebastian Stan.
Really?
Yeah, he rules.
You were in for him, huh?
Yeah, I was. He did the Trump movie.
I didn't see it. Was it good?
It was great. I watched that Trump movie.
Okay.
It seemed like Trump.
All right.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, I don't know who I would have preferred to win.
Plus, they didn't like him before because he did the Trump movie. Like
That's right.
they wouldn't touch it. Now all of a sudden, one award show was like, okay, he's okay, and then every other award show was like, oh no, we've been liking him from the beginning.
Oh, I would have given it to Chalamet.
Timmy Chalamet?
Chalamet.
We'll get there.
You know, acting is a very fragile profession. It looks very glamorous, and in certain moments it is, but the one thing that I've gained having the privilege to come back here is to have some perspective. And no matter where you are in your career,
we getting a
no matter
lesson?
what you've accomplished,
Yeah.
It can all go away. And I think what makes this night most special is
That's
the
annoying.
awareness of that.
It can all go away. You know how many working actors would kill to be I've gone away, Adrian Brody?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't not
'Cause you're
working.
still getting work.
He wasn't
Yeah.
broke. He was still a famous guy. He was still acting. He just wasn't the best actor of the year.
Yeah, he was doing fine.
He was fine. He was fine, but he doesn't want to be fine. He wants to have a nice tux on.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It can all go away. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you've been fine.
It didn't all go away.
You've
You were
gotten so
fine.
much work.
Yeah. What'd you ever do? Did you have a real gig?
I've seen you in many things.
Were you like working in finance and then you had to get back into acting? What are you talking about?
You're good, dude. Don't worry. You're
I
in
was-
King Kong.
I was a highway worker for a period of time, dropping asphalt down the road. That's good.
And the gratitude that I have to still do the work that I love. Winning an award like this is It signifies a destination.
What?
And it's something my character references in the film. But to me, it also, beyond
You're like, I'm lost, buddy.
the pinnacle of a
Wait,
career.
the pauses too.
Yeah,
the pauses
and
have
we're
left
2
me-
minutes in.
Like I forgot what he said before because he's pausing so much. I like the whole sentence structure has thrown me off. I don't know what he's talking about anymore. He's making film references that like two people chuckled at. He didn't need to. Oh yeah, these two people got it. Come on, dude. Like, just yeah, I'm the guy from the movie. Maybe you seen it, maybe you didn't. Thank you for the award. Shout out to the director. Shout out to the casting agent. Big ups to God. Big ups to Brooklyn. And get off stage.
That's what annoyed me is that, like, as he kept going, it really felt like, oh, he doesn't have anything planned. He's just going to take up time.
Yeah, and also he thinks because this is a moment for him, it's a moment for all of us.
Yeah.
Where like I'm not.
Where everybody's like, oh man, keep talking, Adrian.
Right. Like I'm not anti Adrian Brody.
No.
Adrian Brody seems like. I mean, he's a good actor. He's a good dude.
Good
but
actor.
Like, well, I don't know. I've never met the guy, I suppose.
Right.
But also, I haven't been sitting there going like, yes, fucking finally. I've been waiting so long for Adrian Brody to get back in the spotlight. Like, I don't know.
I saw you in the Grand Budapest Hotel. You're doing fine.
Right. Like this, you know who he thinks? This is who he thinks he is. He thinks he's Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
And he's not Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
Okay. Brendan Fraser could have been up there for 45 minutes going, you all remember Airheads? And I'd be like, yep.
I do.
Remember George of the Jungle? Of course I remember George of the Jungle, Brendan Fraser. They counted you out.
Let me tell you about Pleasantville.
Yeah, they counted you out. But you're back, baby.
No, you're right. This is like, he thinks...
This is the big comeback story of the year.
He thinks he's going to give a big speech, and then Demi Moore is going to get up and give her big speech.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just two people who finally deserve what they got coming to them.
No, but Demi Moore's other got it.
That was rough.
Let's just at least hear till in music.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a chance to begin again, and the opportunity to hopefully be fortunate enough for that the next 20 years of my life that I can prove that I am worthy of such meaningful and important and relevant roles.
What are you talking about? Just take the moment.
I share this with my fellow nominees who are
asleep.
Wonderful human beings who exude grace.
Who's that, Coleman Domingo?
And goodness.
There he is.
Sebastian
and
Stan is
brilliance
like,
with their work.
Fuck off, dude.
It's like, shut up.
You see me, you couldn't tell the difference between me and Trump.
Trying to get to In and Out.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Everybody with Hulu's like, please stop talking. The feed's going to cut. The feed's going to cut.
I think they got cut during this.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Work. There's so many people to thank. I will really try and be as brief as possible.
Try to be
bullshit. Bullshit.
Three minutes in.
Yeah. I'm going to try and keep this short. Now you're saying that. You got some audacity. You must be a hell of an actor if you want us to believe 3 minutes in that you're now going to try to keep this brief.
That's when I realized I don't like the guy because I'm
He's
like,
a liar.
Oh, you're not even counting that as your speech.
Yeah, no,
You're starting your speech now.
No, that was a prelude to the speech.
There's so many people to thank. I will really try and be as brief as possible.
Horseshit.
I thank, of course, my team, Andrew Sules, and my many friends at CAA, and Lindsay Gallen, and Heather, 2 p.m. Sharp, and A24, and
You're already live.
Focus and Universal for believing
Already a
in us.
proven liar.
Already live.
And Brady and Mona.
What?
For what you've done for independent film.
I always thought Mona was the
and
boss,
for
by
your
the way.
beautiful spirit, and for giving
If
me
I
space
win, I'll
to
shout out
exist in this
Mona.
triumph of a work.
Mona from Who's the Boss.
And my fellow
She was the
cast,
boss.
Guy and Felicity, you're just brilliant and lovely.
I mean, shout out Guy Pearce.
And I
for
share
that.
this with you. I share this
He was in Count of Monte Cristo.
with my
he was
amazing
really good in this
partner, Georgina, who has not only reinvigorated my own self-worth, but my sense of value and my values,
and
and
she
her
caught my
beautiful
gum.
children, Dash and India. I know this is it's been a roller
Dash
coaster,
needed
but
the shout out there.
thank you for accepting me into your life. And Popsy's coming home a winner. And
I'm not fucking leaving.
who else?
I'm not fucking leaving.
And Judy Becker, the real The real Laszlo
I mean,
Toth.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize
that
this
it was
isn't even the
4
whole
minutes.
thing.
That was 4 minutes before the music started, and then he went another couple minutes after.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
He just stood there and he goes, and who else?
Who else?
Anybody else?
Who
got
needs
somebody?
one?
Who needs
one?
a shout out?
I'm throwing out thank yous. You know what I call these? Fun coupons. Fun coupons. Like, you know what sucks for Adrian Brody, though? He really thought this was his moment. He really thought he was going to get it. And instead of anybody being like, can you believe the comeback for Adrian Brody? Can you believe how good he was in that movie? All anyone's talking about is, God damn, was that a long speech? This is Michael Scott being Adrian Brody. Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I hope I find it along the way.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's just so much. So I was happy outside of that because our pal Sean Baker just decided to go ahead and win everything.
Everything.
Everything. So he won for best screenplay, best editing, best director, and then he won for best picture. And you remember Sean Baker was in here talking about his movie Anora. And we've been pals with Sean Baker for a long time. He cast Sandy Kane in the Florida Project.
I think that's what got him this Oscar nomination.
It was one of those Scorsese deals where
Yeah.
they were like, you should have gotten it for casting Sandy Kane.
It was a make good.
But we'll make good with Honora. We'll just give you every award we can possibly give you. And and he was in here a couple months ago explaining that he did everything on this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like this really was an independent movie in the sense that, you know, they kind of raised what money that they could. They did a lot of running and gunning. They did, and he wrote it, he directed it, he edited it, he just probably casted it, he did everything. And he's able to go to the Oscars and win everything. So, and also, it doesn't hurt that the movie was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good. That poor Russian guy was the only guy who didn't win an award for this thing, right?
Was
The
he was
actor?
nominated for Best Supporting Actor,
I think
right?
he
But he
was.
didn't have a chance.
No, they were
And
too
not
many.
because he's not great. I thought he was awesome. But this is Kieran's
year.
Yeah.
Kieran's year. But I mean, partly because they just like his audacious speeches.
You think that's what it is?
He just keeps popping up there doing funny shit.
I thought it's because he's always tussling his hair.
But that's part of the speech.
Okay.
Yeah. Same. And even Mikey Madison
Yeah.
got up there and won the award. And I did notice immediately, and you know, other people noticed it too, but that it felt very much, it was the moment that Demi Moore, who was nominated for The Substance, and that Demi Moore's nomination for The Substance was what Adrian Brody thought his story was.
Yes.
Like, this is like, people really did think, okay, you know, Demi was like a household name during this period of time.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Right. That's exactly right. She'll always remain a celebrity, of course, but it's kind of, you know, we've moved on.
Yeah.
And the idea that this movie, The Substance, this Substance movie, phenomenal. I mean, just great. The fact that we can make like semi-monster movies now and they're getting nominated for Best Picture is like the best thing ever. I love that. But she's so good in The Substance and also like ballsy with what she does in the movie.
And she was winning all the awards.
And she was winning all the awards, and it was that moment. But the fact that, you know, and she's never won an Oscar.
Never. I mean, I don't think she's won like any significant,
I don't think so either.
You know, awards, which is why everybody's like, oh, wow, this is awesome. Like, she's what, 61?
Right.
Like, finally, we're giving, you know, Demi her flowers.
But
And
guess
I
what?
mean, this was it.
Mikey Madison killed it, though.
No, she did.
Mikey Madison was awesome. She had to learn a different accent.
What, Brooklyn?
Yeah. She said she moved like to Brooklyn to really figure out the Brooklyn accent. But yeah, and I mean, but there was just this immediate, like when Demi Moore was looking on stage and she was being very gracious, applauding Mikey Madison and all that.
You could tell it just.
But there was this moment where I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
The Substance is a real story. Like, it's a real movie. Like, she was looking at her substance other.
Yep.
Accepting the award and pretending she's happy, but really going home and smashing things as she looks through her window and sees her on a billboard. Like, what a wild thing. Who's the redhead with Mikey?
I don't know.
I mean, Okay, it looks very platonic. I'm okay with it.
You think that? You think the hug? You think because there wasn't a kiss?
I was like, wait a second, but no, it's okay. It's okay. It looks platonic. But yeah, I mean, but also, it's not a Lifetime Achievement Award. It's like it's Maggie Madison did great in that movie, so it's not like
she did. It
is what it is. Like you want.
It feels like
moments to happen,
like that was her chance. And like, what's it going to take to get back there?
Also,
I am not advocating for, like, I don't think Mikey Madison did not deserve to win. I'm saying it's going to be so hard for her to get back to that position.
But also, okay, number one, I'm always going to want my friend to win.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So that's just like straight up.
So happy.
Right. But number two, also, whether you win an Oscar or not has absolutely no bearing on whether you were good in the movie or not.
No, I think it does. Now I hate The Substance. It was my favorite movie of the year.
Right. It was good. Not that good.
Yeah.
Not great. I mean, count the trophies. Check the scoreboard, okay? Like this idea that okay, and now it can really be good because we'll give her a trophy is everything that's wrong with this whole award season.
Yes.
This Meshuggah award season.
I just wanted her to win.
I know, but guess what?
It meant a lot to her.
Look how happy my friend is, though.
Sean?
Yeah, I'm going to text him later.
Tell me what's up.
I won't.
Why? He knows me.
He thinks you're weird.
He thinks I'm weird, too?
Yes.
He probably doesn't think I'm a dork for watching movies.
I didn't say you're a dork for watching movies. You're a dork for other things, but it checks out that you would also watch movies.
See what he thinks.
Like, I watch a lot of movies, but I don't, like, wear scarves and shit, you know?
All right, then I won't wear scarves anymore.
Like, I watch a lot of movies, but I can ride a bicycle.
I can ride a bike!
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. I was real happy for Sean Baker. And not just because we know him, but because he deserved it. And also seeing somebody who has this singular vision, who's an independent filmmaker and storyteller, who's able to make a movie that ends up in theaters that now kind of hits the mainstream, but he did it on his own.
Yeah, I mean, it was barely financed.
Yeah, exactly. It's the best. It's my favorite type of story.
Yeah.
And we can see his like journey. You could see the build, the fact that like he made movies like Tangerine and all those movies that had that little buzz if you knew, but it didn't really penetrate. And then the Florida Project goes further, and then people start buzzing about Red Rocket, and then you saw that like really organic build happen for a guy and
they're all good,
that talented, right? Was awesome.
Yeah, no, it was great. And I mean, Neon did the same thing with Parasite. They bought Parasite,
right?
And then Parasite goes on this amazing run.
Parasite's a great movie.
Parasite's a great movie, but they did the same thing with Anora,
right?
You know, so shout out to Neon.
Shout out to Neon, by the way,
for buying these great movies that are like truly independent movies,
and for just being a vibrant color.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a color. Neon is not a color.
I mean, just like a vibrant,
like you sound kind of stupid.
I don't.
Saying like, my favorite color is neon.
People got it. You know who thought that was dumb?
Who?
You know. Nerds.
Oh.
Actually, neon's not a color.
It's not a color.
Troy, you knew what I was saying, right?
Of course.
And you're a cool dude.
Thanks, dude.
You teaching your kids that neon is a color?
I mean, I'm not going to... If my kid was like, neon's my favorite color...
Hey, dude, go get me that neon shirt.
Neon's not a color. You know, because I wouldn't want him to go to school and go, my dad said neon's not a color. He'd get his ass kicked.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't want him to go to school and be like, my favorite color's neon.
Yes,
That's
I
what
would.
my dad says.
Yes, I would, because he wouldn't get his ass kicked.
He's going to get his ass kicked
Troy,
either way.
You saw a kid at school going, actually, neon's not a color. Tell me you're not whipping that kid's ass.
You get a total ass whooping.
Okay. All right. The jury was out, and now it's come back with a verdict. Okay?
Oh, I was on youth court. Neon's not a color.
I mean, you can try all you want. Nobody thinks you're not a dork.
I'm pretty cool.
Come on, dude. You don't even believe that. I heard it in your voice. I mean,
it sounds like when Nathan
did you hear?
says that.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Actually, I'm very cool.
No, the V-neck's too deep. You said it was good. You said this was a good V-neck. You said I look good. No, I don't know. I didn't know it was that deep of a V-neck. Exactly.
What does that guy call him?
You're the Wizard of Loneliness. You know what you are? You're the Wizard of Loneliness. That's what you are. You want to throw around the football?
One of the great character arcs when he goes back to him.
It's not porn.
It's not porn.
It's not porn. Oh, okay. No wonder my parents were mad at me. I very much enjoyed Conan being Conan on the Oscars.
Yeah.
You know, mainly for the moments that you can probably guess. Like, to me, the Sandler moment, like, made it in his monologue.
Perfect.
Just because Conan has never lost that thing where he just likes silliness. Like, he just and you can see it all over his face. He just loves goofiness and silliness.
No, he's been Conan
from the jump.
From the jump.
Like, when you find out what he's responsible for at SNL, it's not surprising. When you find out the seasons that he's responsible for on The Simpsons, it's not surprising. When you go to the late night show, when you go to everything, it's awesome. But he had this great moment with Adam Sandler.
And finally, for such a prestigious night, it's important that everyone is properly dressed, okay? You're dressed well. Adam.
Conan! What's up, my brother?
Could you pause for a moment? Adam is wearing a... Conan! What is up, my brother? Adam is wearing basketball shorts that are like... Not new basketball shorts. They look like they've gone through a few washes. A light, bright, sky blue / turquoise zip hoodie with the hood up, some kind of Hawaiian shirt under it, and sneakers. And he sat like right in the middle of everybody wearing their finest black tie apparel. The lady in front of him has a shawl on.
What's going on, Matt?
Adam, what are you wearing?
What are you doing right now?
I'm asking you what you're wearing.
Nobody even thought about what I was wearing till you brought it up!
You're dressed like a guy playing video poker at 2 a.m., Adam.
And you know what, Conan? I like the way I look, because I'm a good person. I don't care about what I wear or what I don't wear. Did my snazzy gym shorts and fluffy sweatshirt offend you so much that you had to mock me in front of my peers?
Okay, I'm sorry. Adam, I apologize.
I'm going. I'm going to go off. I go. Yeah, I'm leaving. I have to. It's not you. No, it's not you. It's him. He's the one. You caused this. But
I'm sorry.
You are all welcome to join me for a game of 5-on-5 basketball at Veteran Park tonight. Midnight tip-off. The guy from Nosferatu. Where is he?
Nosferatu.
My team. One more thing. Chalamet!
You know what I loved so much about that?
Everything?
Sandler has reached a point where the more you watch it, the more you realize he is so much more interested in having fun with his friend Conan than he cares at all about what anybody in that room thinks of him. Those are the most powerful people in Hollywood. And he's made his money. He is far more interested in having fun with his friend Conan and being a goofball. And I would imagine that he did actually leave. Like, he did not come back in a suit and sit through that ridiculous ceremony.
Again.
Yeah. He went home and hung with his family.
He doesn't need to be there.
No,
he probably showed up.
He did that for Conan. He was like, that'll be funny. That'll be fun. And then he left. And he probably was like, he knew the bit. They said, wear whatever you want for the bit. And that's what he came in, put his hood up. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? And also, I think Chalamet's in an interesting spot. Because I think there's a part of him, because you watch that thing, he said he's pursuing greatness.
Right.
There's a part of him that I think doesn't like all the goofiness, that doesn't like that people keep making the jokes. Because people treat him like a little kid still. And I think there's a part of him that doesn't like that. But then there's also, I think he's aware enough to know he can't be a shithead about it. And also there's another part of him that's a real human being that understands that this is a funny thing that's happening.
Yeah, I think he's probably a fun guy, but he does really want to be the youngest actor to ever win an Oscar.
He wants to be Edward Norton, but now.
Yes.
Right now. So that's that's an interesting dynamic to me. Conan also said the pedophile word on TV. I mean, man, in one weekend, I got to see them say the fuck word on WWE and the pedophile word on the Oscars. I was like, this really is the best of times.
What a world we live in.
It's amazing. I mean, I know people are concerned with other stuff, but it's strictly if we just watch popular television and listen to the language that people are getting away with, it really is that's the fun part of what's going on right now.
Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Don't worry, I'm lawyered up.
He said it with his whole chest, too.
Yes, he did.
He smiled as he said it. Yeah. I'm sure Drake wasn't thrilled.
No.
Yeah, I wonder if they even aired this in Toronto.
Does Toronto get the Oscars?
No, with knowing that the Drake line was coming.
You think whatever Canada's FCC is would have censored it to protect their own countrymen?
I don't even know if it's full Canada. I think specifically the 6.
That whole fucking country's been getting real sensitive lately.
You mean because we keep calling them a state?
Oh, that's right, they are a state. I forgot. I said country.
Yeah, no, I think all the insults that our president has been hurling their way has left them in a more sensitive spot than they were in. Yeah, I was in the Great White North. I was in Canada over the weekend.
Didn't even need your passport.
No, I didn't. I went right through. I said, no. I'm a resident of this country, America. They did, though, in Toronto. You know, they booed they for some reason they decided at the beginning of the show to play. They said we're going to get our singer to sing the American national anthem and the Canadian national anthem, and Toronto booed the American national anthem, and then went crazy for the Canadian national anthem. It was fun. I mean, it was a fun stadium energy, but yeah, you kind of knew it was going to happen. You know,
it's almost like they did it because they knew.
Like they were like, this is gonna be.
Yes, of course.
Let's do it. Yeah,
they saw how much attention the Four Nations game got.
Right. Well, let's cash in on that a little bit.
No such thing as bad press.
Stars and stripes, baby.
Yeah. Also, this doesn't look bad on us. This looks bad on
these absurd Canadians.
Yeah. How dare they?
How dare they? Then McAfee went off on him.
He was not happy.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Green shirt guy got there.
He did. I don't know how he managed it, but he got there. Should have had Hogan come out with her.
Oh, then.
I felt the only person I felt bad for was this girl.
Sure. She's just doing her job.
She's like, are you
trying to sing a song?
And it's not her rendition they're booing. Anybody could have sang it.
Right.
Adele could have been out there singing it and they would have booed her.
She's trying to barrel through it.
Yeah, she is.
Remembrance Watch, blah, 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 blah.
I wonder if somebody tipped her off and said, look, there's a good chance that's going to be the react. Just power through.
Where was this, Rogers Center?
Yeah. Yeah, the old Sky Dome. Yeah.
That's a big place.
It is. Yeah, they put 40K in there.
That's pretty good.
Put 40K in there. Well, the final boss was there, so, you know.
No, I get it.
He's going to draw. You got to have a big room for him.
Plus, there's nothing else going on in Toronto.
You know who was there?
Who?
Drake.
Oh, no, I saw that, yeah.
Drake was there. He was
front row.
Really?
Yep. Watching the whole show.
You think anybody called him a pedophile?
Nope, not there. It was nice. It was finally, like, after all the time of, like, everywhere you go, you're hearing that Kendrick song. I spent the whole weekend, I didn't hear it once. I went to the mall. Nobody was playing it. I didn't hear it once. I didn't hear it in any cars that were driving by. I didn't hear it at all. And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember. This is what things used to be like before last summer. Nobody played it. And everybody really is polite there, too. Like,
I know.
There's a true politeness. Like, even in the building. Like, in America, if I'm walking around backstage or whatever, they're like, hey, pass? Do you have a pass? Like, are you supposed to be? And I go, yeah.
I get that.
Because of...
Yeah. It's like, this guy has obviously lost.
Right. I don't carry myself. I'm wearing a John Cena t-shirt. I'm like, you know.
No. It's the last stop.
Yeah. I mean, it's the last time he's going to be in Toronto. No, but they're like, I'm sorry, sir. Do you have a pass? Or like, it felt like if I had said, no, move. Okay. All right.
Okay, but only this time.
But it wasn't just one person. It was two different, because they did SmackDown in the arena in the Scotiabank. Yeah. And so both spots, I'm sorry, do you have a pass or is
So
that,
polite.
Is that okay if I ask you for your pass? Yeah, you can ask. I'll show it to you.
They'll be our most polite state.
I don't think they intend on becoming a state.
Well, we
That's
don't
not
intend
really up
on
to them.
Yeah,
I guess that's true. I didn't think of it like that, but I guess that is true. Yeah, and then in the hotel room, we
don't need to know.
Well, you know what I was doing in that hotel room. No, I was thrown for a loop. I didn't know how to get the temperature right because I walked over. I go, yeah, it's very cold outside. Because that was the other thing. I mean, boy, was I sent into shock because in New York, we had finally gotten out of the winter, and it was like we were getting 50-degree days.
Oh, we had like pre-spring.
Yes, exactly. And I loved the pre.
Okay.
And so I was getting used to it, and then I stepped out of the airport in Toronto, and I was like, oh, they didn't get the message here. There's still, it was freezing. There was still slush on the ground. On Saturday, it was 7 degrees.
Oh.
It was freezing cold.
We'll fix that when they become 51.
Will we give them our weather control technology?
Send them some space heaters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, like it was on the Friday that I was there.
And it brought you back to your Syracuse days?
It's exactly what it brought me back to, the Syracuse days, because there were still piles and
It's just
piles.
always snow.
Yes, all of dirty, muddy snow is everywhere. It looks like it's going to be there forever.
Oh, yeah, like if it snows November 1st, it's not leaving till mid-March.
Yeah. The first day when we got there, it was 25, 30 degrees. So I was like, whatever. The arena was maybe a mile away from the hotel. And I just walked it. I wanted to see the city. I walked. But
see, there's nothing to see.
Toronto's a great city. It's a good walking city. They have a lot of, I tell you, outside of downtown, a lot of brutalist architecture there.
Okay.
That's
so what were you walking around saying like, oh, wow, a lot of brutalist architecture. Guess I won't watch the movie.
Oh, look at these ugly buildings.
Yeah, look at these concrete buildings.
But there's an honesty to them that I find fascinating, but that's neither here nor there. But they're not facades. But the second day, the Saturday, it was like, I went, because obviously when I tell you I went to Tim Hortons, you know that means I walked 2 steps.
Of course.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go anywhere to get to a Tim Hortons. But in the 2 steps, walking outside of the hotel to go to the Timmy's to get a coffee, I was like, oh my God, this is not safe. Like, I can't walk. I don't have a choice.
It's too cold?
It's too cold.
Did you dine in?
In the Timmy's?
Yeah.
It was a mall food court.
Oh.
Timmy's, and, up that early in Toronto, some of the people are great and polite, and then Toronto is a mixed bag.
Okay.
Some of the people clearly, were still enjoying their evening, even though it was 9:00 in the morning.
Oh, okay. You're not talking about like homeless.
There's a lot of homeless.
Okay.
There is a lot of homeless too.
Unhoused.
Right. Unhoused.
Yeah. Hey, may I have a toonie, please?
Right. And I go,
they're very nice.
I go, what do you need? Monopoly money? No.
Yeah. No, that doesn't exist. That's not a thing. Yeah.
Toonie. Yeah. Yeah. In Rogers Stadium, like there were all the Blue Jays advertisement for like Looney Dog Night.
You're like, why are they so crazy?
Looney Dog Night. Who wants a Looney Dog? They're like, no, it's a Looney for a dog. Oh, I didn't realize. But yes, so I get into the hotel because it was so cold that the hotels were extra warm. So I was like, I got to cool it down in this room. And let me get it maybe like good 68. I like a 68-degree hotel room.
Okay.
And I went over and the thing said 23 or something. I was like, what the fuck is this? The hell is this? And I realized it's Celsius. I go, I don't know what number to put it on now. I was like, the whole weekend. I'm just dialing it up and down, trying to figure out where to even go with this.
You didn't think once to do a conversion on your phone?
No.
Call the front desk?
First of all, I would never call the front desk to be like, excuse me, how do I get a room?
I mean, you've called 911 to change a tire.
I was a young man.
So let's not.
I was a younger man.
Like,
maybe as a younger man, I would have panicked. But
not final form?
As in my final form. By the way, please don't bring up stuff I did before I was bald.
Okay.
Like, I made that real clear to everybody. Like, we don't talk about anything that happened with me before I was bald.
PB.
That's right. That's a different human being altogether. Okay. And I certainly don't want the intern to find out about it. So
she's like, you called 911 for what?
No.
Can you unpack this?
No.
I'm kidding.
If you look up the photos, it's some guy with weird curly hair.
Wait, okay. I thought you meant photos of
you calling
this call. Yeah,
no. There's no.
They write an article about it.
We've gotten way off track here. Okay, this is a focus.
Man clogs up emergency system.
This is a focus radio show. Okay, we're way off track. We can't talk about that right now. That's not for this hour.
You know what? That's my bad.
That's not for the A block. So,
All right, so you didn't call the front desk.
No, I just had to keep fucking around with the dial all weekend trying to figure out what Celsius was.
Google it.
Just go on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that either. I'm not doing that. I figured I'd figure it out. Eventually, I mean, look, I slept comfortably, so obviously I was fine.
All right.
And I have.
It seems like he purposely doesn't figure things out sometimes.
I think you're right.
You know,
I like to buck the trends of society.
Yeah, for no reason. You're by yourself.
Well, it's my own rebellion.
Who are you rebelling against?
Who do you got?
Okay, good point.
Cool, right?
The system, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not going to figure out what Celsius and Fahrenheit conversion is.
No, you need sometimes you need subtle societal rebellions to build a greater sense of self.
Yeah, you do that every day when you don't take your shoes off when you go inside.
That's exactly right. Because who says?
No, Jess, I'm rebelling against society.
This is part of my subtle societal rebellions that I do for myself.
It's the little things.
Exactly. You know what society would tell you? There's no reason to see The Challenger 7 times in theaters. That's dumb. That's what they would say. I'm talking about society.
Why are you looking at me?
Because Travis would say that. Travis is...
I've seen movies multiple times in theaters.
Not 7.
No, I'm not that crazy.
I tried to see that movie.
That's crazy.
Rules of Attraction 7 times in theaters.
Uh-huh.
I saw it 3 times and I was out of theaters, so I couldn't.
I didn't have enough time.
I couldn't see it anymore. I was the only one that was going to see it, but it was great. But yeah, they also... I had forgotten about Doug Ford.
Oh, sure.
They love the Fords still.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't he still like in office?
One
of the Fords?
Yeah, the brother is.
Right. Okay.
The OG Ford passed.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
But they showed signs for Doug Ford was the original one, and who's the current Ford? Or Doug Ford's the current Ford.
Doug Ford is the current Ford.
So who is the original Ford?
Randy? Rob?
No.
Rob Ford.
Rob Ford.
Yeah. Because you know what? They kept putting up signs for Doug Ford everywhere, and Doug Ford was around, and it was great, and Doug Ford is fantastic. But then I started thinking about...
he just won another term.
Right. They love him.
Okay.
They love Doug Ford.
Okay.
But he's the champ.
I didn't know he was the champ.
Of course he's the champ. He rules. The Fords are awesome.
There's nobody there.
It was before that's what it looked like. I mean, it's tough selling tickets, you know? No, it was before the show.
That's Cody before you knew.
Oh, yeah. They fucked him up something fierce. Travis Scott punched him in the face.
I saw.
So, but every time I would
How
see...
many belts is he getting to take pictures with?
Well, I think the other one was Cody's belt. That's the belt he gets to keep.
Oh, he gets to keep that?
Yeah, because that's the Canadian Elimination Chamber title.
Okay.
Right.
The what?
They make titles specifically for the event because the belt collectors, so like the people who collect...
Oh, this is a real Disney thing. They're like, hey,
dude, it is beautiful. It's such a good business because they make these replica championship belts.
Oh, yeah.
And they cost like $600. And in Canada, that's $2,000 or whatever it is in Canadian. But like they're hundreds of dollars. But like the replica belt collectors love limited edition. Like any of us love limited of anything we collect. So they'll make like for big events, they'll make event specific, city specific championships.
Even though it means nothing.
That you can only get at that store.
But like, who won Elimination Chamber? John Cena?
Of course.
Okay. Did he get this belt?
No.
Right. It's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
That's what I'm saying.
No, and they have like
so that you are such a sucker.
No, they love
this because it's not even a thing.
They make like superstar specific titles. They're like, this is the tribute title for CM Punk, John Cena, blah blah blah. But it's not the title that
people buy them.
They love them.
I saw some guy in the front row with his belt.
I mean,
and I'm like, you are a dork.
No,
you are a certified dork.
No, the place is full of champs.
Now, do they have to?
Bro, there are people walking around with Money in the Bank briefcases.
Right?
Like I was talking to somebody who will remain nameless. That was like,
tell me who.
I'm not gonna tell you. It was like, why do people bring the briefcase around?
I mean,
I go because they won the Money in the Bank. They could cash it in.
That's cosplaying on such a like autistic level.
Yeah, but you wear your mouse ears and those big Mickey Mouse shoes every time you go to Disney World.
You don't want to carry around a suitcase.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I'm not pretending to be Mickey Mouse.
I'll bet if they put Mickey Mouse ears on a Money in the Bank briefcase, Travis would be like, "Yeah, I'm into this collab."
All right, well, we'll talk about that when it happens.
He's like, "Can I get a lightsaber through security if I put it in this briefcase?"
I mean, that's insane. I didn't know that people actually walk around with Money in the Bank briefcases.
Yeah.
They go through security.
Yeah.
Do the briefcases open up?
Yeah, they're real briefcases.
Oh my God.
There's a contract inside. Title opportunity anytime you want it.
Now,
yeah, there's like one of those locks on it and everything. Yeah, it opens up. You can pack your luggage in there.
Are these officially licensed? Or are these people that are
no.
no.
No. They go to the store and buy them. They're licensed.
How much do those run?
I don't know, but they're a lot. And sometimes they do specific event branded Money in the Bank briefcases that are not from the Money in the Bank event. Like they'll do an Elimination Chamber Money in the Bank briefcase.
Look, I respect it.
It's the best
because like these companies have to find ways to make money.
And it does. The fan in me goes, man, it might be kind of lit if I had a briefcase collection.
No,
if I bought all the briefcases,
it wouldn't be lit at all.
Well, let's ask the lady in the room, Danielle. If a fella takes you back to his place, and you see, not only does he just have the Money in the Bank briefcase that is available on WWE Shop, but he has the limited ones. He's got the Canadian one. He's got the ones that you've never even seen before. He's got, a good half dozen of these Money in the Bank briefcases just on display. Are you going?
They're on the wall?
Wait,
yeah.
Question. Is there money in them?
No.
It's empty.
No. There's a contract inside for title opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You cash in a Money in the Bank briefcase for a title opportunity whenever you want it.
Okay.
In IRL. These are replicas.
Right.
So the contract isn't binding?
I don't think it. No, you can cash it in the arena for somebody who has a replica championship.
Honestly, if those were the rules,
that's how I would.
That everybody agreed to.
Right.
I would be so down for that.
You got to walk. Your buddy has to wear a referee's shirt so he can count the fall. Yeah. No. These are just replicas of the things from wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate when someone is passionate about something and spends their money, even if one might not get it. Like it's their thing.
Right.
So, like, why would I ever be like,
that's
you're
right.
a nerd for that? It's what you think is cool.
See, because you're a better person than
But this is dumb.
It's not dumb.
No, but it's dumb to you.
And
Might not be dumb to them.
That's
Troy,
right.
is it dumb?
I think it's pretty fucking dumb.
All right, that's 2 votes for dumb.
Hey, Danielle, I hope you never put yourself in a position where you go home to go back to a guy's place
Would
who
never.
has this on their wall.
Would never. It would never happen.
She's like, listen, I'm not going to call it dumb.
I'm just, you asked me a question and
Right.
I wouldn't fault someone for spending their money on something that they...
Okay, but what do you do?
But it's a red flag, right?
Yeah.
What do you do if he hasn't brought you back to his place? Things are going well. You got a coffee. He's gone to your place maybe, and it's like, oh, I really like this guy.
You watch Challengers.
You watch the challenge, and he, by the way, now knows that you have a collection of Challengers ticket stub, like you're so cool,
Right?
And this isn't personal for me, by the way. And then he goes, look, there is something I need to tell you. I'm a bit of a pro wrestling guy. I'm a bit of a fan. I didn't tell you that before. And you're like, oh, like the WWE stuff? He's like, yeah, WWE. You're like, well, what kind of fan? He's like, wow, I just want to show you. This is my collection. I have 8 different Money in the Bank briefcases.
I didn't know they made so many.
That I like to display. There's probably a good baker's dozen of them.
Oh my God.
That I like to display.
You can't rule someone out just based off of their interests.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? If they're a totally fine person all around other reasons, like, come on.
Right.
Everyone has their thing.
Right.
That one might not get.
And I would say having a sweet collection of replicas beats a stupid ass bearded goatee any day. just pulling random examples.
Oh my God, $500?
Oh yeah, that's for a basic. That's not even for a limited one. These are championship titles, dude.
Dude, I can't imagine.
I know, because you've never been a champion of anything.
No.
You've never won an award.
I'm not talking about, oh man, I can't imagine being a champion.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I spend money on dumb shit.
Oh yeah, you got a Tinkerbell statue in your living room.
That was only $90, and I got a cast member discount, so it was really like $60.
Yeah, you walk around calling yourself a cast member.
I'm not a cast member. I wish I was.
Well, how'd you get? Oh, you got a discount from a cast member?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. I know a cast member. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like Danielle says, like we all
have our crosses
collect our dumb shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man.
But all I thought about is I was,
$500.
Yeah, well, it's a championship. It's gold.
I mean, they're milking their audience to the last drop.
No, they're just offering.
And they're eating it up.
They're offering opportunities to purchase. I mean, I love that. It's just an option.
I understand, but they know that, like, a lot of the clients.
$550 for a Mets title belt.
Well, how many championships are the Mets really going to win?
I mean, that's a good point.
Like, it's not like you can buy replica rings, replica World Series rings.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah. See, you're like, but at the same time, some of them are great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say which ones specifically are great, but this one's pretty dope.
Let's be 100% honest.
Go ahead.
If I rolled in here on Secret Santa Day,
yeah,
and I gave you an Orioles championship,
yeah,
you wouldn't be like,
I'd be psyched. Yeah.
You wouldn't wear it?
I would wear it.
I know you would. And you put it on your shoulder while you watch TV at home?
Yeah, I mean, I would walk down the stairs with it for sure. Yeah.
Would you do little pretend entrances in the mirror and hope your wife doesn't walk in? Of course you would. Of course.
Yeah. I'd probably
if they made a Faith No More championship title, I would get it for Troy. He'd be fucking psyched. He'd be over the moon. You wouldn't wear a big Faith No More championship title?
Which album?
Exactly. They're dope as hell. People love championships.
Well, I don't know if they're dope as hell.
Yeah. That one right there?
That specifically is pretty dope as hell.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Man. Oh, I see the Toronto one almost gone because I bet a lot of people
A lot of people bought them in Toronto.
Hey, let me grab that real quick. Oh, it's only a cool $5.50.
And it's pretty amazing that
no, it's not.
They've figured out ways to sell the okay, what about the people who aren't wrestling fans? Well,
yeah.
The big sports collectors that want a centerpiece for their memorabilia room.
This would be the centerpiece.
Of course it would. Look at this. You know how many Philadelphia Eagles fans want to walk, and you know what they do?
Cowboys one kind of looks like the female title belt. It's thinner.
It's ready to ship. They have plenty available, the Cowboys one.
It's not big.
Right. Yeah, it's readily available.
They have one among the most Super Bowls.
Recently?
There's a little bit of recency bias stacked against them. But if we're just doing a tally.
I don't know. Look how big that Eagles one looks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They've won amongst the fewest.
Yeah, I think that they're all the same size, but
these two do not look the same size.
No, I
can't be serious.
I think they're the same size. I think it's just where they're centered on the web page.
It's totally different.
It's not
design.
What are you talking about? It's just different colors, you fucking moron.
You don't see these. It's like a triangle.
Look at the plates.
Yeah?
They're very similar.
Don't call me a fucking moron.
Because you realize how similar they are.
No.
Yeah, but every time I drove by a poster for Doug Ford, all I could think about was Rob Ford talking about Olivia Dondek. You remember Olivia Dondek?
I think so.
Yeah. It's starting to ring a bell?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought about Olivia Dondek. Once you hear the context from which you know her, you'll go, oh, yeah. I'll never forget that name. The media.
I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, yeah. For Rob Ford's Olivia Dondek, that's when the media surrounded him. This was at the height of controversy.
When classic.
He went out, he smoked crack once.
Big deal.
Once. And that's only because he got so drunk that he smoked crack and then started talking in patois. But, I don't think he can be. It's one little mistake. And everybody wanted to, make a national story out of it.
Is it this?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And you can repeat that question.
The question we asked you back in May?
Yeah.
Can you explain
the video didn't
You asked me a couple of questions, and what were those questions?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
When,
but no, do I?
He was the mayor of Toronto.
No.
He was the mayor.
Have I tried it?
By the way, look at his awesome NFL tie.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
A year ago, I answered your question. You asked the question properly. I'll answer it.
How many
Yes,
times?
I've made mistakes. All I can do now is apologize and move on. I don't know what else.
I was drunk. I was dumb. I smoked crack.
Let it go.
All I can say is I've made mistakes.
Actually, I don't think this is the Olivia Dondek.
Let
me see if it's at the end.
I don't even remember after some of the stuff that you guys see me, the state I've been in. It's a problem. So I want to get.
Are you on crack right
now? No, I know what you're talking about. I'll find it.
You do. You know.
Oh, of course I know what you're talking about. Yeah. He's got enough to eat at home.
Yeah. That's
Classic.
That's one of the best things ever said by anyone, politician or not. There it is. There he is.
Hang on.
More than enough.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're calling a friend of mine a prostitute. Alana is not a prostitute. She's a friend, and it makes me sick how people are saying this. So unfortunately, I have no other choice. I'm the last one to take legal action. I can't put up with it anymore. So I've named the names. Litigation will be starting shortly. I've had enough. That's why I warned you guys yesterday. Be careful what you wrote. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. And the next thing I want to call Mayor Britannia in Hamilton and tell them that we're going to have to spank their little tiger cats. Oh, and the last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy. Olivia Gondak. I've never said that in my life to her. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
What about drinking?
What?
Beautiful.
You could have gotten out of there without saying the one last
Oh, and by the way,
especially because he was getting cute. He was like, we have like a little sports bet going on with the other mayor. Oh, yeah, wait, I forgot.
well, he's like Steve Jobs.
Yeah. And one more thing, and that's what this has all been leading to. And that's all I could think about when I was seeing all those. But like, how great would it be? That's to be in that city for that period of time. It'd be awesome.
I understand the pride that they have.
Yeah.
For their city?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The Doug Ford and Drake.
They have both.
I'm being told that the Philadelphia Flyers pass around their own championship belt from WWE to the player of the game after each game.
That rules.
I don't know if it rules.
That's super fun.
You think it's fun?
Bro, you know if you just won a game, you'd want to hold a championship belt. Don't act like you're above it. You would 100%, if you ever won anything in your life,
things?
You would want to
I
hold
won a coloring contest from Albertsons when I was a kid.
Okay, all right. Let's go back there then. You're in the coloring contest.
I remember getting the phone call.
Right. Can you imagine you're in front of people and they're like, you, and you're in front of everybody else that participated in it. You just won the coloring contest. Here's a championship belt. What would you do?
I'd be,
You'd hold it up in the air. You'd pop a beer. You'd cheers the beer with the belt.
I'd be like, bum, bum, bum.
Exactly. You know you would. Why is everybody pretending like championship belts aren't the funnest and coolest
Instead, I got a
things
$5 gift card and I bought a He-Man.
Look, that was a good choice too. I probably would have made a similar choice at that stage in my life.
Oh, yeah, I'm not criticizing my choice.
100%.
Yeah.
But
Man in Arms.
also, if you had passed me a championship belt to be like, in the meantime, this is just to hold, 100%. You put it around your waist, you'd hold it up, you put it on your shoulder. It'd be amazing. That's why every time
we should get one for here. And at the end of each show, whoever did the best job gets the belt.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
You think I can expense one? We'd have to pick which one we're getting.
Spinner.
Okay.
I think we go spinner title.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you'd have to go John Cena spinner. Because that's the most sort of over-the-top celebratory one. You know, it's bedazzled. Everybody loves it.
Oh, yeah, but the Eagle one is so good.
The Eagle one is good, but it's too classy for us. You know, I don't want classy. I want, like, over-the-top, ridiculous. Let the world know. I want ostentatious is what I want.
Surprised they don't make them so you can customize them.
Like that would be very expensive.
You could pick your own. Pick what you want on it.
Well, you can get your own, like, nameplate made, I think. Maybe they.
You talking about like a tombstone pizza?
Yeah. What do you want on your tombstone?
Yeah, you can make it whatever you want. You put your picture on it. You can put whatever.
Put your picture on it.
Troy Wood call. WW. Excuse me. I was looking at your catalog. Can I get my picture on a title? Like, what? What? No. I just want my picture on there. Maybe they're out of spinners. Maybe they're sold out.
I don't see it on the site.
I told you they're awesome.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Yeah, we should get one. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it would kind of motivate people to work a little harder around here.
If they're, see, you
Sam,
know,
I'm coming around. Listen,
because you want to bust my chops, and I respect it.
But I'm a guy who can admit when he's wrong.
Right. Yes,
and when
you
he
are.
sees things from a different perspective.
Yes, you are. If I told you if there was a championship belt right in the center of the table, and I get to name the Supreme Staffer of the Day, and the Supreme Staffer of the Day gets possession of the title for the rest of the day, you know you'd be minding your P's and Q's.
I'd be trying my hardest.
I go like, oh, you're a dork, and you'd be like, yes, I am, sir.
Well, I don't know if I would.
Bro, if there was a title on the line, you would 100% fall in love.
Yeah, but now we're getting into like,
he would, right?
1,000%.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'd be like Stone Cold. I'd be like, fuck you.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, because you're like Vince. You're the man.
You'd hit me in the nuts.
Yeah.
As Stone Cold used to do.
Yeah, I would make you. I would beat you up with a pan. With a
bedpan.
Yeah. But I feel like if we were going to do that, we would also have to go on the other end, and somebody would have to win, just shittiest person of the day.
Right.
Otherwise, it's like, yeah, I don't really care.
You want a loser. You don't want to be a winner without a loser.
Right, and you don't want to be like, well, I don't care enough to get the belt, so I'm just going to like hang out and,
Right. Right, yeah, because
there have to be some repercussions.
Yeah, there have to be consequences.
Yes.
Like, I'm fighting to be the best because I don't want to be the worst.
Yes.
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Did you see, so that's why I was there, WWE did their Elimination Chamber
You were there to buy
pay-per-view.
some belts?
Yeah, and I was there. They opened the store up, so I was like, let me buy all these belts real quick. But Travis Scott was there. He walked. I mean, isn't that crazy that like Travis Scott and Drake and all these people are now going to these WWE shows? I love it. But he walked out with The Rock. And not only who The Rock is already a villain, John Cena became a villain. And Travis Scott aligned himself with the villains. He's a heel now.
Oh, that's cool.
And he punched Cody Rhodes in the face. And when you watch the tape of it, like the cell phone footage of it from the angle in the crowd, you can see like he fucking nailed him.
It made a sound.
And he nailed him in the face. And you can see the way Cody reacted too. He was like, that really hurt. Like,
let's see, it was kind of
yeah, they have this big moment.
By the way, you know what I noticed about Travis Scott?
What?
Are we bringing chains back?
Like jewelry?
No.
Chain wallets?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
100%. I mean,
is that coming back?
Don't forget, we were talking to Who Kid's friend. What was his name?
Oh, K. Charles.
K. Charles. And he was talking about moshing and stage diving. Of course, that's all back.
I mean, that's been in like the Travis Scott like live show. Like that is a thing. Like,
right.
Like a lot of hip hop artists take a lot from like punk and rock in their live shows.
Yeah.
But I didn't know we were bringing back chains.
I mean, look at this scene. The Rock. John Cena's a bad guy, and Travis Scott is just sitting there like, yeah, this is cool.
He's like, I'm part of this too.
That's fucking awesome. That's so cool.
You're enjoying this?
Oh my God, I was flipping out. I was flipping out. The people that I work with were just looking at me going like, you're really into this, huh? I'm like, yeah, I am. Yes, I am. Watch this.
Get somebody out here. Yeah, who the hell is going to step to the final boss? Come on. Wake up, Cody.
Nobody would save
Cody
him.
is absolutely helpless.
Yeah, nobody.
Travis Scott getting involved.
Watch this. What?
We know what's next. Come on, guys, just stop this.
You can hear it.
Jesus. That was him. Just punching Cody in the face.
You say there's other
for no reason. Yeah, there's like cell phone footage where you can see it from the front side, so you actually see the contact, and you see Cody like turn, like he does that jolt where he's like, "That really hurt,
bro. What are you doing? Calm down."
You smacked the shit out of me, dude.
All right, let me see if I can find that.
Yeah, he hit him for real.
Oh, okay.
What? Oh
my God.
He just malleted him.
Oh. Ow! Jesus, Travis, calm down.
I mean, that looks like one of those videos of like one of those kids getting beaten up at school, and you realize like, what? Like that's a bully. That's a bully. Like he's already pinned down. But
they were like, "Do you want some like tips or anything?" And he's like, "Nah, I got it."
Honestly, they probably told him, hit him as hard as you can, because like you can't come out there and like do it. What's way worse than getting punched in the head by Travis Scott as hard as he can is if Travis Scott just taps him and the world champion has to act like, oh, that hurt so much. You know what I mean?
Cody can take it.
Yeah.
Plus, he's being beaten with a belt that says Cody's soul on it. It's not having a good day.
Bro, you know what it says under Cody's soul?
What?
It's the date that his father died.
Oh.
The Rock made a weight belt.
I like that.
The Rock made a weight belt that said Cody's soul on it. And then under it, there's this date. It's like June something 2015. And he goes, Cody, you know what this date is, don't you? That's the date your daddy died. And it was like, oh, Jesus. It's so cool.
I mean, I don't know if it's cool.
What, to put the date that your dad died on a weight belt and whip you with it?
That's kind of mean.
Well,
yeah, that's mean. If somebody was like, hey, this is...
Like his guy, he's like, let me take this blood off your face. And I'm going to go ahead and rub it right where I put the date that your dad died.
Aww.
See there? What a bummer, huh?
Yeah.
And then...
Like, if if you made a weight belt that said like Travis's soul, and then like the date of, I don't know, the last Nitro.
Right.
I'd be like, that's fucked up.
Right. And I'd be like, Travis, did you pull this audio? And you go, no. And I go, get on the floor. I'm gonna whip you, boy.
All right, so maybe that's what we do. We have the title, we have the championship belt.
But I need to get weight belts made with, I'm going to figure out all of your worst days of your lives. Like all the biggest tragedies that you went through.
All right, we have mine.
I'm going to put, I got yours. I'm going to have to do some digging to find the rest of these. And then I'm going to put it on a weight belt so you get whipped with the weight belt. I mean, it's evil, right?
It's very mean-spirited.
Really
For Troy, probably the day he almost got beat up by teenage girls.
Oh.
That was a bad day.
It was a bad day. Not the worst, but it was a bad one.
Not the worst. Not the worst. Maybe the day you shit your pants.
That was a great day.
Oh, I forgot. Because it was comeuppance.
It was comeuppance.
Yeah.
And it had a story for life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Poor Cody. Got punched in the face by Travis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he knew what was going on.
I didn't know he was going to get punched that hard.
Wait, that's all real blood, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They fucked him up, Danielle.
Look at that.
Boom. I love it.
Yeah, you had a good time?
I had the best time ever. I was
good.
flipping out. Was there losing my mind? Sean in Philly.
Yeah, this is just your reminder. We're good. We're good. It's enough. That's enough wrestling.
Okay,
we're good.
Sean.
Yeah, next thing. Whatever's up. Look
Sean,
on the your little checklist there.
If you had started with wrestling, we all would have laughed. You can't just say we're good. Nobody knew what you were talking about.
No, we're good.
Well,
no, we're
okay.
good.
All right,
The wrestling show is good. You did a great job.
Okay,
Proud of you guys.
Next
Talk
time,
about Troy's trip. I want to hear.
Next time, go.
Well, that's a weird thing to talk about.
How are your shits?
My shits are great, Sean. Thanks for asking.
Sean, you got to do better than that.
All right.
One more thing, Sam.
Yeah. Oh, go. He's straight. Look, he's fighting for survival at that point.
No, I get it.
You know.
Talk about Troy's shit.
Yeah. Come on, dude. This wrestling bullshit. You got to talk about what's coming out of Troy's ass.
Like, I understand if you don't want to hear about this.
That's fine. That's fine.
But to be like, hey, how about instead?
There's better things to talk about.
Maybe talk about Troy's feces.
Historically, we have spent a lot of time back there.
Well, I mean, I kind of felt like we had done it. Like that's a road that's been well traveled. We do have to talk to Troy about his trip. Oh, yeah. Troy is back. When we last heard from Troy, he had all these plans for his 16-hour flight to Hong Kong.
I can't wait to hear about this.
There were some pictures on social. I liked it because it highlighted what was going on, but didn't give us our answers.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We don't know. There's still a lot of mystery up in the air. So we'll get to that. I guess I'll ask you about your bowel movements just to make sure that everybody's, you know.
Yeah, Sean needs to know.
Well, I want the audience to be happy.
And Sean will be happy. I do have a good story.
About
shitting.
Okay, cool.
That's a shock to me. I did not. It's like the one thing. We haven't talked to Troy in a week. I'll bet he does not have a shitting story. Oh, he does. Wow. That's not something I would have predicted. Yeah. So we'll get to that and so much more. We'll be right back. Stay there.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We are back with Sam Roberts Show.
See, Fall Out Boy like hits the notes, but the way I hear the notes in my head, they're not really being hit properly.
The sound of children singing is incredibly grating.
It's grating. It is grating. But, you know, that was my life for a little bit.
Oh, wait, this is Panic at the Disco.
I thought Panic at the Disco was
I think they're the same band.
I thought
they really are the same band.
I think they were just rebranded Fall Out Boy. I think Fall Out Boy was like, let's start calling ourselves Panic at the Disco. I think that's all that was.
Right. They are interchangeable.
I didn't correct you because I was like, oh, yeah, Fall Out Boy.
Sure. Yeah, well, you know what I mean? Okay. All right. That's fine. I don't. I wouldn't even know which
I wanna know.
group of children can point you in the direction of. Luckily for me, by the way.
Yeah. No, it is good that you can't immediately tell me what child's YouTube channel I should go to.
Right. No, that's the wrong kids.
There would be problems.
No. Check my their subscribers. Yes, but the whole world is wondering what happened. We posted a video last night on the show's Instagram page, a little reel reminding people of the conversations that we were having leading to Troy's trip to Hong Kong, the flight. You remember he does not have great luck with flights in general. And he also had decided that this time he's going to just rely on prescription medication and hopefully he'd just get knocked out and he'd be sleeping and eating noodles. And between those two activities, by the time he got to Hong Kong, 16 hours in a snap. Now, I did see that you were able to post some of your meals from the flight, and the seating did not look roomy.
No,
it looked tight. It looked tight, which is I said. I told you, if you remember when you first came and said, as it turns out, we're in Comfort Plus, not business. I said, this is trouble. You said, no. It's like American business. I said, I don't think so. And then we looked at what the cabins look like, and the pictures on the website look good, but I told you, this is misleading. You can see where the tilt is in the chair. You can tell that it's taken from a wider angle. I said, no. Was it a little cramped?
I mean, it's what a seat should be, but it was.
You're a big fella.
I'm a big. But I saw what was going on in the back, and I was grateful to have that seat.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Like a big coach section.
Like they had in our section, it was economy plus, and it
Nice.
was like there's 4 in the middle, and then there's 2 on each side.
Sure.
And then in the back, it was like 5 in the middle and 3 on each side.
Ooh. Did you get one of the 2s?
We got one of the 2s going out, and then one of the 4s going back. But the person we were sitting next to was fine.
Just one person?
It was one person, and then the seat next to him was broken.
That's when my wife and I went to. It was either when we went to Hawaii or when we were flying back. We were in that type of a plane, and we had we flew coach. And
It's fine. There's nothing wrong with
That's right.
that.
That's right. When we standard is what we call it. But we were in that middle 4-seat section. But we had the whole section to ourselves.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is like when you get ghetto first class.
Love that.
It's the
You could just call it coach.
No. Ghetto first class is when you're in coach, except
I see. Okay.
nobody sits down next to you.
Oh, that's the best.
Because then it's like, not only are you basically in first class, but you cheated the system.
Yeah.
And I love cheating the system.
Yeah, you do.
Especially when you're flying by yourself and you're just like, nobody's in the seat.
Right.
Nobody's in the seat. And you're just waiting.
And they're like, doors are shut. You're like, yeah!
Yep. Sometimes I'll even upgrade to an exit row, and I'll pick the exact seat. Like, I'll pick the one next to the bathroom, because it's like, you have to pay whatever, even if it's cheap, $30 or whatever. You pay to upgrade because you realize there's no way that if that flight is not full, that anybody is going to pay $30 to upgrade sitting next to somebody and next to the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
So I go, I'm going to take that one because nobody's buying that other one. And, 8 times out of 10, I would say.
It pays off for you.
Yeah.
Smart.
Plus, you like the smell.
Yeah.
And I love the smell.
And you like seeing the traffic.
I like the traffic. And then I
You
like
like everybody looking at you as they walk to the bathroom.
They do. And I look right back at them. And what I do is I guess the smell before. I look at them.
Okay. Out loud?
Yeah. Yeah. And I go, nuke, as they're walking in. And like Danielle, you would be someone that would throw me off my game. Because I would look at you, I go like, that's probably going to smell like some kind of lady's shampoo, flowers, something really nice when she leaves the bathroom. But I know from knowing you, it's going to be a nuke.
Yeah. I like surprising people.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
You don't ask one or two when they walk past?
No, I can always. I tell them.
You tell them,
because that way they know I know. They're impressed. I go 2. And they're like, yeah,
I know where you're going.
Yeah,
and it's always fun seeing some Herb walk down the aisle with toilet paper on his foot.
I love that.
Me too.
I love that. Or like judging people for being gross because they walk into the bathroom with socks on.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, and I go, that's a disgusting human. I'll never talk to that person. But okay, so you get, but so then you look back and you see how cramped in.
Yeah.
Everybody is for 16 hours. You said that's nuts.
16
dude.
long hours.
Oh,
was the flight on time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're starting off good.
I mean, it's a great airline.
Okay.
The meals look delicious. They look really good. Like
As far as airline meals go, they were not bad.
Like I'm looking at that, going like I could even.
That looks
like breakfast.
That was breakfast. Yeah.
Is that Eggs Benny?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's a great airline.
What's that? Spinach?
Yeah.
Will they scramble the eggs if you ask them?
They give you 2 options.
Probably pass on the spinach.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the bacon and whatever.
I passed it over to Clarice.
What's this? Hash browns or toast?
Hash browns.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
bacon. There was some bacon in there.
Yeah, I'd be crushing the bacon and hash browns.
Oh yeah, that was a chicken and rice.
Yeah, see, I feel like I could even fuck with that chicken. And you know what I might do?
Huh?
Okay, check this out because it comes with a roll.
I think I see where you're going.
Okay,
but go ahead.
I open up that roll. I open that sumbitch up.
Go ahead.
With the butter knife, right? Put the chicken, because I don't like all the sauce, and I don't like the broccoli or rice.
Right.
But enough of the sauce will get off the chicken if you remove it from sitting in the sauce.
Yeah.
Put it on the roll.
It's a great idea.
Make yourself a nice chicken sandwich.
Now let me ask you, do you butter the roll first and then put the chicken in?
I wouldn't have, but now that you say it,
Yeah.
if I'm presented this opportunity,
Yeah.
I might only butter one side.
Okay.
Because you don't want to overdo it.
Right.
But I think adding butter to it would be clutch.
That's an excellent idea.
I think it is.
And then what are we doing? Tossing the rice and broccoli?
Oh, they're coming back and picking that up regardless. That plate is split up into thirds. Broccoli, rice, chicken.
I mean, I'm probably taking one from each, like a Neapolitan.
No, when they come and pick that up from me, that plate is 1/3 devoured and 2/3 untouched.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's looking like when somebody just eats the chocolate.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
All right.
And the Haagen-Dazs I'd eat too. So I'd be.
Oh, yeah, look at that. A little Haagen-Dazs.
Have a couple bites of melon. I'd be sitting pretty.
What's in the other bowl?
I'm not.
Oh.
I mean, that looks like tomato and a slice of turkey.
Oh, dude, I think it was like turkey, tomato, and like coleslaw. I didn't eat that.
Nice.
I had the turkey.
No,
I passed
you
the
don't want that.
coleslaw over.
Can you get a Diet Coke with it?
You get as much you'd want to drink.
Complimentary?
Oh, really?
Complimentary.
You can just keep saying another Diet Coke. And
You just ding your bell and they come on over and give you what you want.
hit me with another DC.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you leave 2 this time?
Yeah. Leave a couple cans. Save you a trip.
I'm going to be here for a while.
I'm going to tell you right now, I need a steady stream for the next 16, so you might as well leave a couple.
Keep it coming.
Yeah.
Hand a 20 over.
Yeah, I got 3 OJ shows to watch. I'm not going to sleep, so give me all the Diet Cokes. Oh, 16 hours of watching OJ shows and drinking Diet Cokes. Honestly,
Heaven for you.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rack my brain for anything better, and
Doesn't-
nothing's coming.
Doesn't look like a lot of legroom.
And you got some big legs on you.
It was fine, but it wasn't great. First class looked nice.
Yeah, business probably too, right?
It was only first class, economy plus.
Oh,
and then
gotcha.
economy. Yeah. There's my noodles. I got
Now, were these the after nap noodles that you requested?
Did you request? Well, you said you were going to leave a note. You said your plan was, this was Troy's flight plan. It's like a birth plan for a woman, but Troy does it before he gets on a flight. He said that he was going to Papa's Annie, and that way he would pass out. But while he was passed out, right before he went down, he was going to leave a note that said, please leave my noodles. And also he said he was going to tell the flight attendant as well to please leave my noodles. So he wants the Post-it and the verbal cue because he would like to wake up from his drug-infused slumber.
Oh, and it was drug-infused, let me tell you.
With a big bowl of noodles right in front of him.
And I feel like he was planning to leave the note because at the time he was under the impression that he was in this like palatial space where he would have room to just leave a note.
Like he would have a pod.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh boy, was I wrong. No, well, I found out all you had to do is just tell the stewardess, hey, I want my noodles, and they bring them over.
Noodle time.
It's noodle time right now.
And can you do it multiple times, or there's one noodle time per
I think
flight?
you could ask for as many noodles as you want. I know.
Did you go more than once?
I mean, I had those 2 meals and the noodle. I was full.
Wow, a flight that's huge, especially for you, because you like to also get your value.
I want every dollar
because you're paying for that flight.
Yes,
or somebody is.
Somebody did.
Great choice of movie.
And then you're sitting there going like, I'd also like you to put Night at the Museum on for me.
It's not Night at the Museum.
Okay.
That's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's Luke Perry, sideshow Luke Perry.
All right, you just look like a Night at the Museum
It's
exhibit.
not Night at the Museum.
I'm pretty sure it was Night at the Museum, but okay, maybe Night at the Museum too.
All right.
So how much did you sleep?
I slept a lot. I slept probably about 11, 12 hours.
No fucking way.
But, I mean, it's not quality sleep. First of all, I popped a Xanny.
Right.
So
And you were out like a light.
Like a light. And then I took half a muscle relaxer.
Okay, you're popping somas now too?
And then I took a sleep edible.
Oh my God.
Oh, bro,
you tripled up.
I was sitting sideways. My eyes were crossing. Well, and I had a long day because I worked in the morning. I worked here, and then I stayed up, and then we packed. Yeah. And then we had to take Toots all the way up to Connecticut.
Right.
It was a snowstorm. It was very stressful that night. It was snowing pretty hard. I almost got into a wreck up by you.
Right.
I mean, they were not plowing those roads.
Should have popped by.
I was stressed and trying to get to the airport.
All right, well, could have hung for a little bit.
So then we didn't board till like 1:30 in the morning.
Is it
Okay,
because
so you were running late?
Because it was snowing?
They had to de-ice the plane.
Yeah,
It was a whole thing.
You must have been so tired.
Oh, bro, I was exhausted. I was cranky.
But you weren't taking your drug cocktail until on the flight, or you did before?
No, because I was tipped off. I was set. Erin, who's a listener of the show, thank you, Erin. I will thank her again.
Shout out to Erin.
She said, wait till you're up in the air to take it, because she worked for an airline and people would take it ahead of time, and then they'd have to like deplane and they can't get the people out.
Right.
How great would that have been?
That would have been awesome.
They had a wheelchair?
Dragging Trey.
Just drool stringing from his mouth. No, that's the muscle relaxer,
Bring
not
my
the
noodles.
Xanax. Can I order noodles?
Oh, yeah, I had a nice cocktail.
Yeah, you did.
Because I was like, this sucks.
Right.
I am not looking forward to this flight.
But that's also the type of cocktail that you're worried that you will get knocked out, but you'll wake up like with piss on your pants.
That's the least of my problems.
I got you.
That wouldn't be the least of my problems if I'm on a 16-hour flight.
And you got piss pants?
That would be my main problem.
Did you have extra pants in your carry-on?
Yeah, so that's what I did.
Smart. Very smart in case you pissed them.
I had my pants,
Right.
and then I told you I was going to pull a Norton.
Right.
I went into the bathroom, put on my sweatpants, no underwear.
Smart.
So I was comfortable.
Right. Hanging.
Nice gray sweats.
Hanging by a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you get on.
Get on.
Finally at 1:30. Are you just hanging at the airport?
Yeah.
From like whatever, 10 p.m. until 1:30?
Yeah, we got there they said to get there 3 hours ahead of time.
You got to do a little societal rebellion. Get there maybe 2 hours
I
ahead of
can't
time.
do that, man. I do not like being stressed at the airport. That is the worst for me.
So what'd you do for 3 hours?
Just sat there like an asshole.
In the gate?
Yeah, just sat there at the gate.
You didn't go get a meal? You didn't...
Bro, everything's closed.
Oh, I forgot. It's the middle
like
of the night.
1:30 in the morning? Yeah, there's nothing open there.
They have one of those like Hudson News open where I could get like potato chips.
That's dope.
I mean, it's fine.
No, but that sucks because I'd be sitting there going like, okay, I'm going to get there early, but I'm going to find a restaurant. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to have a meal. I'm going to have some soda. I'd be thinking about this. And then I get there and I go, the best soda I can get is out of a 20-ounce bottle from Hudson News. That's not what I was counting on at all. I want an iced fountain beverage.
Pissed. But whatever. It's just like, whatever. Let's just get on the plane and go.
Yeah. So you get on at like 1:30.
1:30, finally take off like probably like 2:30 or something.
Wow.
And then get up in the air. It's fine. Everything's smooth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Eat a meal. Because they give you, as soon as you get up there, they give you the meal right away.
Oh, that's
like
good.
within like the first hour.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're going to pound through a few.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So then I took my cocktail, started the movie. I couldn't even get through. I had to I'd fall asleep and then rewind it and go back to where I remember falling asleep.
Not to rewind it. You've seen it before.
I have, but I wanted to.
You don't want to miss anything.
I don't want to miss anything.
You're like, what is this, Night at the Museum?
It's not Night of the Museum.
Oh.
So yeah. So
were you purposely? Did you
Troy's
purposely?
so cute.
Did you purposely watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because you know that we like it? So because the last time you said you watched a movie on a plane,
He's seen it before.
Yeah,
no. But last time we watched a movie on the plane, they told us about it was the Queen movie, and then we made fun of him for years.
Oh, like, hey, let me
So,
watch
like, this
something
is-
that, like, I know they are not going to shit on me for.
Right. That's
I didn't even think of that, but the selection I just wasn't overly excited about.
Well, no,
that's
we
weird.
tried to
yeah, that's
warn you
weird.
about
That's
that.
weird. Nobody told you that might be the case.
No, I got it. Don't worry.
Like that, maybe you should just get an iPad and download.
I mean,
your
I had a
favorite
couple
things.
things. If I would have stayed awake, I would have saw like they had like the first 2 seasons of Breaking Bad. I would have watched that.
Can you imagine being stuck on a plane and having to watch the airline's first 2 seasons
Like,
of Breaking
oh,
Bad?
I guess I'll watch this.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I can't wait for season 3, and they're like, well, you better wait.
Yeah.
We have the first 2.
Bad news.
Then you get on the flight return going like, oh, that was really fun flying here. I watched the first 2 seasons of Breaking Bad. And they're like, well, I hope you want to watch the first 2 again.
They didn't even had all the movies because I was like, okay, I'm going to watch Breaking Bad on the way home, and there was a whole different set of movies.
Oh,
I was pissed
because you have a whole flight plan.
I watched. Sorry, I've been banging the thing.
No, that's okay. You're frustrated.
Sam does that.
I don't do that.
No, going home, I watched the Yacht Rock documentary, and that's all.
You already saw that.
I know. It's the third time I watched it.
And then,
You're like, that's like how I watch OJ stuff. You like Yacht Rock, like I'm fascinated by OJ Simpson.
It's a great
there
documentary.
was nothing else to watch.
I mean, there was
You
other
got
stuff to
16
watch,
hours.
but it was stupid. I know. I tried to watch CNN. I was like, I'm not watching this. They have live CNN.
I get that.
Did you not watch it because you didn't want to be indoctrinated by the leftist media?
Yeah, I was like, I don't need to hear this shit.
You're like, I'm stuck on this airplane, and they're trying to implant.
Why are they lying?
They're trying to implant ideas in my brain.
Everyone's like, Troy, shut up.
They're saying that this CNN ridiculous. They're saying that what happened between Trump, JD, and and Zelensky was a bad thing. Come on.
Come on. That wasn't fun. Come on, that was funny as hell. It was I just watched that movie. That's all I watched. I didn't want to pay the $20 for the internet on the way there. I paid for it on the way back.
Remember when he was like, I'll just have Wi-Fi.
I'll have Wi-Fi. And
I had the option.
It's 16 hours. You gave me $20 for internet?
Bro, I slept
$20.
I slept 12 hours.
I forgot you were out like a light.
Yeah.
Slept through the flight.
How long were you awake? 5-6 hours?
Probably something like that. First hour there, heading out, and then maybe the last like 4 hours or so, 3-4 hours. But like in and out, like I'm still kind of zanzed.
Groggy.
Still
zanzed.
Oh yeah.
Well, don't forget about the whole cocktail. He's also on some muscle relaxers.
Right.
Yeah, half a muscle relaxer.
Yeah,
I could have hooked you up with some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
Why? Because you take a muscle relaxer and it has no idea what to do.
Troy, don't laugh at that.
That was funny.
I just offered to hook you up.
You did, but that was a funny joke.
It just goes right through your system.
We looked.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think I pissed it all out. There was nothing. He didn't know what to do. There was nothing for it to click on to.
Wish we could help.
Yeah. But so the flight there was great.
I mean, I wouldn't say great,
but
it wasn't great. He had nothing to watch.
I mean, I still. And I can't believe you didn't get to China and buy an iPad or something like that. Like it was good.
That's where they come from.
It's a.
Why would I buy an? I have my phone. I could watch something on my phone.
You didn't download
Not without internet, which you refused to buy.
Okay. Well,
and you didn't download anything.
No, I don't need to. I was fine. I watched the map. And they had a cam. They had a camera on the plane, so I was watching that for a while.
What do you mean a camera on the
like
plane?
watching the sky?
Yeah,
like
watching
a camera
the
on the wing or whatever.
It was on the top wing, so you could see over top of the plane. It was fun to watch.
And you watched that?
Yeah, I just had it on.
Isn't that what your fiance said? No, he'll just watch the map.
She knows me.
Oh,
You're
by the way, I think my weird idiosyncrasies are not as bad as Troy. Like. Blatantly refusing to bring his own content on
almost to be detrimental to himself.
Yeah, the level of stubborn.
Yeah.
I mean, you have that same level of stubborn when you run out of gas. That's a dumb.
But he knows
thing.
what he's doing.
He's still an asshole for that.
And but he's not going to complain about it.
I'm not as big an asshole.
I'm not complaining. It was fine. I made it.
You're complaining because you had seasons 1 and 2 of Breaking Bad and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which you kept rewinding
because you were on drugs.
Well, my eyes kept crossing. I kept nodding off.
How'd they get 2 Al Pacinos in
this? Yeah. So I made it.
You made it.
Yeah.
You made it. Especially for someone who has such difficulties on flights. I've never known anybody that's taken more flights and complained about more flights than you, and still
it's exhausting.
You're like, let me not invest in making sure that I have a good time.
I'll tell you, that's my ride the lightning.
That I understand. I love riding the lightning.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So you get it. It's just like
I'm just saying, download.
That's my way of saying fuck the system.
Look, I'll show you right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's always here in case I forget. And this is how you know that, like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
Yeah.
You know, that I mean, not that you don't know, but you know I'm a real one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When I go into my Apple TV app, see it says downloaded.
Uh-huh.
What's there? What's the first thing? I'll read it. He's on Xanax still. First thing, Barbarian. Okay. Barbarian is a constant. Barbarian stays on the phone at all times. You know what else is here? OJ Made in America, 6 episodes.
I was going to guess that.
OJ Made in America and Barbarian stay on my phone at all times, just in case I'm in a space where I don't have service and need entertainment.
I don't know if I have anything downloaded.
Oh, yeah. You got
Where do
it.
you find downloads?
You got to.
Is that in my library?
It says downloads. Maybe if you don't have anything.
I don't have any.
Yeah. You got to.
I usually go like trip by trip. And also, I got the iPad. I'm downloading on the iPad.
On the iPad, that's fine too. By the way, the iPad also has Barbarian and O.J. Simpson Made in America. For the record.
Across the board.
Just in case anybody was wondering.
Okay.
So then you get to Hong Kong.
Landed Hong Kong.
They got your bags?
They did.
Hey!
Customs was not bad there. Real quick.
Do you have global entry?
No. I should, but...
You don't. Why wouldn't you get global entry knowing you're going to Hong Kong?
I mean, I don't leave the country that often.
You left the country going to Hong Kong.
That's fine.
It's one time. It's fine.
It's once.
I mean, that's already nuts. I mean, why would you just?
I don't think so.
You just go grab global entry. It's going to literally save you. I mean, who knows? How long did it take to get through? Probably not that long, but
probably an hour to get through. But it's just the line. It's just
that's what I'm saying.
It's a line. Oh, it's fine.
Troy, I'm trying to.
Global entry would literally be 5 minutes.
I don't care. It's fine. I made it through.
Yeah,
Just give the government all your information, and then you can get through.
I mean,
They already
have it.
Yeah, because the government. You have a driver's license?
Nope.
Social security number?
Nope.
Oh, okay,
Passport?
cool. I forgot. Travis is off the grid.
Yeah, I'm off the grid.
They give the government all your information.
You already have it, jerk off.
Hey!
He really is. This guy can't ride a bike. He's got a driver's license. Oh, the government doesn't have my info. What are you talking about?
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I used Global Entry this weekend. It was fabulous. Looking at these long lines, trying to get into Toronto, and me just walking around the line. Boom. Right back in.
A lot of wrestling fans.
A lot of belts.
A lot of
a lot of belts.
You're lucky you had that. So we landed. Her family was already there. They just came in from Los Angeles.
It's just like a 16-hour flight, and then going like, it'd be fun waiting online for an hour.
I mean, whatever. There's not. What are you gonna do? You know what you're
especially like I'm
do.
shaking off this drug stupor.
You do sound like a bit of an asshole.
Oh, whatever. It's fine. I made it through.
Okay.
So anyway,
Troy's like the peak of Troy is survival.
I made it.
If I'm still breathing at the end of it, it's fine.
You think that's on his tombstone?
Yeah.
I made it through.
I made it through. Yeah, honestly, lived way longer than I was expecting to. Is what it'll say on his tombstone.
No shit.
Yeah, this is what it'll say. It'll say Troy Kwan. This should have gone a lot quicker.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So her family was there. So we met up with them right when we got through customs.
So how many people are with you total? Like 6?
So it's my fiance. It's her parents, her sister, and her sister's fiance.
Do you like her family?
I do. Her family's great.
That's a big,
huge.
That's a big plus.
Yeah.
They're great. They're a little wacky.
That's fine because that could be entertaining.
Yeah,
I mean, literally this whole vacation was based around food.
Nothing wrong with that.
They had.
I don't think Troy's complaining.
I'm not complaining, but it's like.
It's hilarious. That,
it's hilarious. As soon as we land, we say hi to the family, we kiss the family, we got to go eat. So I'm like
the kid in Dick Tracy.
When do we eat? That's like me getting to Orlando and going like, when are we getting to this Hooters?
Yeah, I'm only here for the food.
I'm here for How do we pick which chain restaurant?
So we eat at some restaurant at the airport, and I have like
they wanted to eat. You didn't want to leave.
We didn't want to leave. They were just like, we're eating. We're like we said.
Did you
hello.
get your bags?
Yes.
And then we took the bags and went to a restaurant.
Went right to the restaurant. We didn't even like leave to exit.
I get that. It's like in Chicago, there's a Rock and Brews. Like,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, but
probably in the Hong Kong airport, there's Chinese Rock and Brews.
It was that's what I had, like noodles and beef and coffee at first, and I'm like, so like I'm eating this stuff, and I'm like, my guts are just like, first of all, I'm in this like haze.
You need to sleep.
I've eaten all this food, and then all of a sudden I'm drinking this coffee with. This
you haven't had a good, Sam's got a point. You haven't had a good night's sleep in 2 days now.
You need to lay down in a bed. You need to get in a room. Don't forget, like you've been sitting in this tube. Like this like tube with recycled air for 16 hours, then like a dumbass waited in this little room online for an hour to get through.
Big room.
Yeah, I don't know why you got to call him a dumbass.
Yeah,
it's a dumb thing to do. You get global entry right before you leave. It's just
stop with the global entry. It's
yeah,
fine.
you talked about the past.
Yeah, it's over.
That's old shit. I forgot about that. Plus, you don't want to give the government all your info.
I don't want them having my info.
How would they get it otherwise?
I don't know, but I'm not giving it to them. So we eat, and I'm just like, oh my god, my guts are just starting to rumble. Like,
did you shit on the plane?
No.
So you haven't shat?
No, I haven't shat since like over 24 hours.
And that's very irregular.
Yeah, I don't like that. My body's just like, what the hell is going on?
Right. Sucks, right?
Sucks.
That's you on the daily. Man.
So yeah, so we eat, and then we get on a train, head out to the. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning in Hong Kong.
Oh.
We get there and they're like, oh, you can't check into the room till 3 o'clock.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh my God, you got to fucking be kidding me. Like, I thought they would have had like an early check-in for us or something.
Yeah.
So we leave our bags there, and like I have my backpack with my laptop and a bunch of stuff in it. And I'm like, I'm not leaving this at the hotel.
And you're still wearing the same clothes?
I'm still wearing my sweatpants.
And what about the underwear situation?
I mean, those are in my bag, but I was just like, I didn't even have a chance to change them. So
you probably could leave your laptop at the hotel.
I'm not doing no fucking way, because that shit it's gonna be gone. What?
It's in the back.
You should have seen where it was. They have it literally in the lobby.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right,
tied up. They put like a rope through it. I'm like, I'm not leaving my laptop.
I'm thinking more like a Disney resort where they take all of my stuff.
No.
Yeah, because I would always leave a bag at a hotel because
of course,
you always get there before 3, but they have like a room, a little locked up room.
It wasn't a room. Yeah. It was like where everybody's checking in. It's over in the corner.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
I take it back.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah. So we're running around. I mean, they want to go. Now they want to go somewhere else to eat. We just
Are they
ate.
also refreshed?
They are just amped to be there.
Are they from there?
They are.
Okay.
So they're like, we're home. We got to go here now.
How long has it been since your fiance's parents have been there? Do you know?
6 months.
Oh, okay. Okay,
not
never
that
mind.
long.
All right.
Yeah, well, I
thought it was like
5-6 years.
Yeah. Okay.
6 months.
They're like, no, it was just here.
So
Feels
we're like
very recent.
We're running around downtown Hong Kong. Running around, we go here and have dumplings. Now we got to go over here, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I'm still like fucked up.
Right. Physically exhausted.
Physically, like I want to cry. That's how tired I am. Just.
Are you being?
And you're sitting there going, how can it be noon? I'm not going to get relief for 7, 8, 9 hours.
I'm trying to be just calm and just, this is a family trip. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer,
Are you being the Debbie Downer to Clarice?
I'm just like, so we're walking around downtown Hong Kong, and I'm like, I gotta fucking shit.
You told her?
Yes, I'm like, I'm gonna shit I'm wearing the gray sweatpants, no underwear. So if I have an accident, it's gonna be a mess.
Just a bunch of.
He's still in his airplane sweatpants, and it's deep into the next day.
And I'm carrying my heavy ass backpack.
Streets of Hong Kong,
which the sidewalks are literally 3.5 feet long. They're literally this long.
Are you a giant there?
Massive. I tower over everybody.
All the locals are like, look at this giant who clearly shit his pants.
Also, we can tell he's not wearing underwear based on the front of his pants.
Yeah, you can see the outline. So I'm like, I told Clarice, I'm like, I gotta shit. Like, we have to find a toilet. So she's like, okay, we're going to go
into restaurants. They don't have.
So we go into this restaurant. She's like, okay, so we'll sit down. We'll order something else to eat. This is like the third place. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's the third time we're eating. It's insane. I've never seen
like noodles and beef and dumplings.
Yeah, that beef is really where it's like, beef and coffee.
Yeah.
So we go into this restaurant. We sit down. I'm like, okay. I put my backpack down. I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. I walk into the fucking bathroom.
Okay. All right.
Look what they expect me to shit.
Okay.
That's a hole in the ground.
Oh my god. No.
Bro,
where's the toilet paper? Is that
they don't that's another thing in Hong Kong. They don't have toilet paper. They tell you to bring your own.
What?
Wait, what?
Like you're supposed to carry
they don't give you napkins.
BYOTP?
Oh, I see. Look, there's nothing
There's
there.
nothing.
But what is this? This looks like some
sort
of...
maybe sometimes they have paper there, but sometimes they'll have, like, outside of the bathroom, you can pull a little paper off to go in the bathroom.
But not much.
They don't know.
Because they don't have, like, do they not have, like, a strong septic system?
No, I don't know. I think they don't want to give you toilet paper.
This is very Asian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mike spent time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I lived over there for, like, 2 years.
Where?
Okinawa was like where I was based out of, but we did Thanksgiving in Taipei, Taiwan, and then I was up Thailand a few times. Even in the Middle East, they do it like this.
Have you've seen shitholes?
Oh yeah,
that's really what they're called.
Have you shit in that?
Yeah, I mean, I've had to shit and stuff like that. You got to do a third world squat over it.
I mean,
is there like a bar on the other side of the door so you can squat and kind of hold?
There's no bar.
Oh my gosh!
Some of them have like a detachable shower head, so you can clean everything out.
Oh, like you can water yourself down, like almost like a hose.
Yeah, it tends to vary though.
You can hose yourself down.
Very Asian.
I like that Mike could have given Troy some tips before he left.
I forgot all about this.
I forgot to mention.
Yeah, it slipped my mind.
I mean, it's been well over a decade since I've shit in Asia.
Well, not for Troy.
So this is the first time you're seeing a bathroom in Hong Kong, and it's that,
and my guts are rumbling.
But at first, you must look at that going like,
I'm gonna post this on our socials.
Somebody, yeah, Sam Roberts SXM on Twitter and Instagram, and 866-969-1969 if you want to call in. Because at first I would look at this and go, did somebody take the toilet out? Is that
how would you possibly aim your poo to land in that hole?
Plus, isn't the floor like super gross? Because
bro, look at the splatter marks. Like, look at the filth around. I am not.
Yeah, like it's not feces, but you can tell that there's like residue that's been power washed off regularly.
And then you have to pull down your pants, so your pants are touching the ground.
Oh.
And I can't squat like that. First of all,
and by the way, I wear my shoes indoors.
Yeah.
After walking in there.
And you're going to go walk in your house?
100%.
Oh.
Terrible.
And it's not even accommodating to a guy my size.
And by the way, that towel thing, that paper hanging down, Travis, I'm looking at it closely. Mm-hmm. It looks like one of those permanent fixtures.
Yes.
Right? Where you can, like, it's not a tear paper towel situation. It's like a fabric thing that just hangs there so everybody can dry their hands on it.
Oh.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Because it, like, loops?
No, I think it's cut off there.
Yeah, you're talking about the paper that's hanging down on the left?
Yeah.
I don't know. Here, look closer. Turn around. That looks like paper that you can rip off.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But a lot of times, like, you'll walk into a bathroom and, like, the toilet paper's outside. They'll have a little bit you can take a piece or two.
One piece.
They're stingy. I mean, I need, like, a whole
and
roll.
Nobody had told you in advance. You like to use a whole roll.
I mean...
Because a lot of times it's one ply.
It's a mess.
Right. Especially now, because it's been over 24 hours. You got all the drugs in your system, so who knows if it's going to be loose or hard.
Yeah.
And coffee and beef. Coffee and beef?
And the airline...
Coffee and beef will even get Danielle going.
Probably.
And it's tough for her. You're squatting over that?
I'm not going to fucking do that, dude.
So what did you do?
Yeah.
I walked out. I took a picture of it. I said, this isn't going to work. We have to find somewhere else.
You said it to your fiance?
Yeah, I said,
but they had already ordered food.
And they laughed. They're like, oh, that's funny. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you have to shit in that. I'm like, I'm not shitting in that. I'm not doing it.
Now Troy's crankiness comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Now all the tiredness, you're like, this is not a justifiable request. To have to squat now, work out my quads, crouched over this thing. Wow. That's real life. So he's got a...
What's up, buddy?
No, we're live on the air.
Yeah. We're live on the air. Oh, no, what's your name, buddy?
Sammy.
Sammy?
Yeah.
Oh,
is there something wrong? Is there a ticket? Do we need something
fixed?
fixed? Oh, okay. I don't know.
You sure you're in the right studio?
Yeah, Studio 12, right? This is...
Yeah.
Is this Studio 12?
Studio 12.
Did you ask for something to be fixed?
I didn't ask for anybody. Danielle, did you?
No.
Mike?
Nope.
Travis?
Maybe somebody else said the wrong studio.
Maybe it was another... Because maybe there's other shows in here later.
Or it could have been one of these nudniks thinking they're in Studio 12, but they're really... not everybody knows what studio they're in.
Could be
There's a lot of nudniks around here.
You think it's a prank?
It could be a prank war. It might be the first...
Robert
European
Gallenstein?
Salvo.
I don't know. Who's Robert Gallenstein?
Never heard of it.
No.
Bobby Gals? Anybody know?
I don't know Bobby.
No Bobby
Gals.
No, I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. If we do have any problems, though, we'll ask for you. Yes. Good guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Okay.
He knows you wouldn't squat over that toilet.
I'm not
though.
squatting over that, bro. No fucking way.
Yeah.
He walked into something.
Yeah, he's like, this is not a show, right? Like, this wouldn't. I don't
possibly be on the air.
Like, he's like, I'm not really nervous about this. He's like, this wouldn't be a radio show. So they're all laughing at you.
Oh, they think it's hysterical.
And they're like,
why don't you try it? I'm like, I'm wobbly. I'm not going to do that. I'll fall right into it.
Oh, and then it would splash back at you, kind of.
I'm not risking that. Now, that's not the time to do this.
No.
Because if I'm going to do that, number one, I'm going to have to get naked.
No, it's a number two.
Totally naked?
I don't want my pants touching the floor.
He can't dip his dirty sweats onto the floor. So he's going to have to go full bottomless and then drape the sweats over the door.
Yeah.
Does the door lock?
No.
Oh.
The door doesn't lock?
I think it was just literally a flimsy piece of plywood.
Well, then where are you going to put all your clothes while you're nude?
I'm going to have to put them around my neck.
Wear your pants like a tie? Like a necktie?
Yeah.
A scarf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be ironic? I only wear a scarf when I shit.
And not to prematurely advance the plot, but what was the flushing situation in your hotel?
Well, we don't know yet. We haven't gotten to the hotel.
We haven't got to the hotel. I couldn't wait to take a shit in the hotel.
Right. Because there's no flusher here. It's just supposed to go down the hole, right?
Yeah, and I don't know how you'd possibly line that up.
So when the family goes, no, welcome to Hong Kong, like, you got to shit in that pit.
I'm like, I'm not shitting in the pit.
It's a shit pit.
Now the crankiness pops in.
A little bit. I'm starting to be like, what the fuck?
Because now you got it.
And
come on.
You're on the edge anyway. Like, you're right there. As long as everything goes fine, you can maintain, not be cranky, not snap at somebody, but now they're making your life difficult.
And it's just like, there's no hey, you just had a 16-hour flight. You're walking around Hong Kong. We've eaten 3 times in an hour.
Right. And, you're still hanging out with all those people. I would be like, listen, guys, I need a break from everybody.
So, funny you say that.
Shower, lay down for a while.
I can't get into his hotel room yet.
I know.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning. They won't let us in till 3.
So you got 4 hours.
No early check-in, huh?
No.
He didn't know that either. They didn't tell him about the early check-in. They didn't tell him they were going to eat every 35 minutes. They didn't tell him about the shit pits.
When I'm following him on Instagram and I'm seeing all this food, I'm like, oh, what an amazing culinary adventure Troy's on.
No,
like they're just eating so much all the time.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Little did I know
he's in hell.
That he's like, I have to shit. Please stop feeding me with food.
Yeah, this is Dante's Inferno.
Yeah. This is like when Homer was hooked up to the donut machine.
That's
and
right.
They just kept feeding him.
And he couldn't shit.
Yeah.
So
what did you go back in and go like, okay, they're telling me.
I told Clarice, I was like, we have to find a toilet. I'm not joking with you. I need a toilet.
It's not funny. You can't check in the
They think it's hysterical. I'm like, how does nobody else here have to go to the bathroom?
I need to sit on a toilet.
You're a grown man telling your fiance you need a toilet.
I need a toilet. A real toilet.
Her parents are elderly. Like, how do you people not have to shit?
And they're laughing at you?
Yeah, they think it's funny.
They seem cool.
They were great.
Wait, does she like pee in this? Or does it different for
I
the
don't-
female room? Like, I don't even get that.
Oh, yeah. Is this like a
Universal,
genderless
yeah,
bathroom?
I didn't walk into the female bathroom.
That's all just holes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't even get that.
Yeah, so
it's like a game.
So we found a
is a game.
hotel. Thankfully, we found a hotel.
A different hotel.
A different hotel up the street from this place. We just walked in. We're like, we need to use your bathroom. Like, go ahead, it's down here.
Do you have American-style toilets here?
Yeah, do you have a regular toilet? So I went into the bathroom. It was like a closed stall. It was really clean, thankfully.
Oh.
And I like
Not after you were done.
I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm so exhausted. I just put my head against the wall and I just kind of closed my eyes. My fiance's texting me like, "Are you okay?" I was in there for over 20 minutes. I kind of was like,
Did you fall asleep?
yeah, I was kind of dozing.
Wouldn't it be great if it was like 2 hours later? What? You woke up?
They probably thought you were dead.
I was like, I need a break. I can't take this.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you needed time.
It's the first day.
But that's like,
It's like the first 2 hours.
think about it. He had to deal with our hellaciousness in this studio.
I think we were fair.
Then he had to spend the whole day running errands and running toots around and whatnot. Then he had to wait to get on this plane. Then he finally gets on the plane, is in and out of drug-infused sleep, trying to keep up with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Plane lands, waits an hour for immigration, eats beef and coffee.
Has 3 meals in the first hour.
He gets out of there, finds out he can't check into his hotel. He's walking around with his backpack on. He's eating dumplings. He finds a shit pit. Finally gets to a stall. I would need a break too.
I needed a break. And they're texting me.
And you haven't
okay?
even showered.
I'm exhausted, dude. I'm just exhausted. I'm starting to get cranky. I'm just like, and it's like, how did you not know we weren't going to be able to check into the hotel? Like, why wouldn't we get like an early check-in?
And when you get cranky, you start asking those questions, but you're not looking for an answer.
I'm really trying to be like, this is her family. They're excited to be there.
Right.
I'm obviously excited to be there, but
not at the moment.
I'd love to decompress a little bit.
Sure. That's it. That's
Kinda
it.
I'm like, it's completely flipped. So it's, whatever. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's like midnight here.
Right.
You haven't slept in 2 days.
It wasn't good sleep.
Yes.
So I doze off in the stall. I wake up.
I know 2 people now who have dozed off in a stall.
I do too.
One is Troy.
Yeah.
The other is, rest in peace, Tippy Tom.
That's right. 2 legends, by the way.
I think you could probably say 3. I think there's a third.
Okay, I do know 3. You're right. I'm not going to say who the third one is, but
he no longer works here.
He no longer works.
Okay. That is a third one I just thought of.
Troy, thanks for keeping me honest.
He did get us a lot of good guests.
A lot of good guests. Yeah. I'm not going to say who it is.
No, that's it.
All right, so you pass out in the bathroom.
So they're like, where are you? Like, what's going on? I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I changed my pants. I put back on my other pants.
While you're in the bathroom.
Bathroom stall.
Yeah, nice.
Underwear?
Put my underwear on.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, now we're going.
By the way, it was also a smart move for you to change your pants because you were in that bathroom for so long. If you come out with different pants on, even though that only takes 30 seconds, there's at least something, that's why he took so long. He was changing his pants.
Yeah. So
not shitting and napping.
So I come out and we're like, okay, what's the plan now? Like, we have 4 hours to kill.
Oh.
So like, okay, we're going to go to a graveyard and visit the grandparents' grave.
Okay.
First thing?
So I know. So we get in this taxi and the hills like in there are like, it's like San Francisco.
It looks
like,
crazy.
It's crazy.
And are you packing into the taxi?
Yeah, I mean they hold. I mean they're tiny. They're tiny little taxis.
Tiny people.
Yeah, not me.
No.
So we get to the graveyard. We go all. I mean, and it's the graveyard was kind of a crazy scene. They build a graveyard on a hill.
It looks really cool.
Yeah,
it's cool to
like,
see.
Cool
it's
in
strange. Yeah, like
interesting.
But it's like they like take a hill and like take the like a little, and they're out of room for graveyards.
Yeah.
So a
lot of dead people.
They offer like you can buy somebody's grave. Somebody's willing to sell old graves.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, and do they bury on top or do they exhume the body?
And I guess
burn
them.
Yeah, fuck it. Like it's been around long enough.
But I mean, the graves are literally on top of each other. They are completely out of room.
Wow.
So that was wild to see.
Yeah.
So then we go all the way. I mean, there was probably like a 45-minute drive to get to the cemetery.
Oh,
okay.
We show up. They buy flowers. They put them on the grave, and then we just leave. It's just
like you were there for 5 minutes.
Literally, and I'm like, you don't sit and kind of reminisce. I don't know. Like I don't go visit graves.
What do you mean, what else are you gonna? I mean, but to take 45-minute drive when you just got off the flight, it's like you have literally nothing to do.
Yeah, but what are you just gonna hang out there?
Yes, you have nothing to do
at a graveyard. It feels weird.
I don't know what. I don't go visit graves. So I don't know what, but I would think you just sit there and like, I don't know, pray or think about the person or something. I don't know.
Exchange memories. There's a bunch of you there.
They literally dropped off the flowers like, all right, let's go. Like,
yeah,
45 minutes out.
I stopped at my grandparents' grave once because they're buried upstate near like Saratoga Springs.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Stopped off, looked at it, texted my dad. I was like, yeah, found it. And I was like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, but you didn't fly all the way to Hong Kong, realize that you have to wait 4 hours for your hotel to open, then drive an additional 45 minutes with everybody packed into a cab, then get to the grave specifically, and then go, right, time to go home.
But I'm just saying, like, despite the whatever it takes to get there, there's still nothing to do afterwards.
Context is everything.
Not really.
I mean, to avoid having to get back into a 45-minute cramped up cab, you just sit
there. Sit there. Yeah, do something. I don't know. Like.
Yeah. I mean, look at all those graves. You will look at a couple other ones.
You know what I mean? Looking at a couple other ones.
There's so many.
That's a nice stone. That's a nice stone.
Anything except like
I'd buy that.
Because what else are you gonna do? You're gonna get all cramped back into that cab, and then you can eat more food. You're gonna have to shit in a pit again.
You've completed the mission.
And honestly, I would have taken a nap on a gravestone. I was so tired.
Right. That seems a little disrespectful.
Not disrespectful. I needed a nap. I was so cranky.
It's disrespectful what's going on with you.
And I'm really trying to be like a good
dude.
You weren't in a better mood after your 20-minute.
It helped, but it's just like I just want to lay down in a bed.
Sure.
I'm going to tell you, like the fact that you handled it this far, I would have been a nightmare. I would have been a monster.
Well, we don't know if Troy's doing a little revisionist history.
I was cranky. I'm not going to lie. I was cranky, but I tried not to let it burden the family. I let Clarice know I was a little annoyed.
Right.
I believe you. I believe that you did. I would have been. I just know. I would have been a monster. I would have said, you guys got to let me in the hotel. I'm going to just sit in this lobby. And you guys go do whatever you want.
I mean, I can't.
You would just sit in the lobby?
I would just sit. I don't want to be around any of you. I don't want to do anything.
What a baby.
I would have just sat.
I would have loved that option.
Wouldn't it have been great?
I would have loved it. They said, do you want to sit in this lobby and wait the 5 hours till the room opens? I would have said yes.
I don't know. I'd want to go see the sights.
No,
I've never been to Hong Kong.
Fuck no. I'd be miserable.
I have a week.
I'd be
I'll
a
check it out.
monster. Yeah, exactly. I'd be a monster, dude. I'd be terrible to be around.
And then we leave here and then go
Even
eat
worse
again.
than usual.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just I've
More food?
Never seen anything like it in my life.
What'd you get to eat now after the?
I mean, it's this, it's that, it's this bakery, and then we have to go to this other bakery because they have this, and we roll up to a bakery and they'll look at it and be like, no, these don't look good. We got to go to another one.
And you are already
wow, really?
you're already full on the plane.
I understand why my fiance is she's insane with food because
they're obsessed with it. That family.
Their family is obsessed with eating.
I mean, everything looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
But you were pissed.
No, I wasn't pissed. It's just like I want to
Cranky.
relax and then I want to,
I would have been too.
So we finally get to the hotel. We finally can check in. I'm just like, oh my God. I took a shower.
I would have been so furious. I would have been like trying to figure out how do I I wouldn't have gone through with it, but I absolutely would have been Googling, how do I just fly right back home? Like, I'm done. I can't, this was a mistake. I can't be here. I'm done.
I knew that once I got a good nap, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I'm running on fumes. And
Yeah.
How's the hotel?
It was fine. It wasn't, it was 2 double beds. It wasn't a queen or, king size bed.
That's cool. You get your own bed.
Yeah, I got my own bed.
Oh, you guys didn't share a little cozy scenario?
In a double bed?
No, we put the beds together. But,
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
you're still in a. If you're in the center, you're like in the crack.
How's the shower?
It was fine. It was,
Good water pressure?
Decent water pressure, but they have a sign up: "Do not take too long because you're going to kill the polar bears."
What?
Yeah, they don't like. They're very.
They want to keep the polar bears alive.
Was everyone Visco over
I was like,
there?
I'm not listening to that. I'm going to take a long ass shower.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an American.
Yeah, exactly.
And
We
a
take
giant.
long showers.
We take long showers.
And a giant, and you got all those tattoos. Like, they're not fucking with you.
Oh, yeah, was it tall enough?
It was fun. I mean, the shower was like
That's what I'm
head
saying.
was like in my face.
Right.
Okay.
But you could watch your genitals easy.
Genitals, anus.
Yes.
You know,
those are the important parts, really. If you can get your pits, genitals, and anus,
I got them.
Yeah, that'll do a world of difference.
I don't think we need to know that.
Pitch, genital, and anus.
I mean,
you'll
it's
feel like a
implied.
new man after that.
But like we know.
Oh, well, I just thought we would put it out there. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you grab a nap.
Grab a nap.
How long was the nap?
Oh, maybe 2 hours, and they're ready to go right back out to eat.
That's not.
I probably would have been like, you guys go.
You
bring
need
the
a
doggy
day to
bag.
like acclimate.
Yeah.
They didn't think that was necessary.
Were they kind of in the mindset of like, let's just push through until night so that we can sleep and then get on the schedule?
Her parents are like super. They're in their 70s and they just go.
Good
I
for
can't.
them.
I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, that's impressive, but yeah, I wouldn't. I would probably figure out some way where I go, I'm not participating.
Yeah, no, I had to be a trooper.
Good for you.
So a lot of food.
You know, you should if you would just marry her, you wouldn't have to be a trooper anymore.
I wouldn't want to be miserable. I mean, they're so
you don't want
kind.
to ruin
They're
their.
like,
But that's why you just stay home. Stay home.
You wouldn't go on the trip at all.
No. I mean, staying back in the hotel. If I have to go, fine. I have to go. But I'm taking this day to myself. I'm not going. I won't.
But it's
be
like
there.
it's their trip. It's not your trip.
That's why you don't need me. You don't need me.
They wanted me there.
Yeah.
So I had to pull up.
They, for some reason, like Troy.
Well, I'm engaged to their daughter, so
That doesn't mean they have to like you.
they don't, but they do. I think. I hope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For some reason,
Well, they find humor. I think.
I'm
too.
sure.
You think it's a humorous thing?
Well, you know,
Let's
Troy,
bring the big American.
Yeah, of course. Let's bring a fish out of water. Let's bring a foreigner. And
I
let's
hope he
watch
doesn't
him,
wear underwear.
Yeah, let's watch him struggle. That's fun.
I get along very well with her parents, and her dad's super funny. Clarice describes him in her book as big Buddha meets like Homer Simpson.
That's fun.
So he's like kind of goofy, kind of jolly.
Yeah.
So they're great people. It kicked my ass first day. It took me about 2 days and then like I'm still jet lagged.
Sure. But then you got a good night's sleep that night.
Got a good night's sleep. Felt good the next morning. Went out. The hotel had great complimentary breakfast.
Oh,
great.
Those two words when combined.
Yeah.
What's better?
Nothing.
Complimentary breakfast.
I mean, I have some qualms. Like their cups are like shot glasses. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
He couldn't just leave it at great compliment.
No,
like
because you keep going up for refills.
Literally,
It's
like I get an orange juice, I can slam it like a shot.
Like I'm an American. We drink like 20, 30 ounces.
cups.
Like how about a liter? Give me a liter of OJ.
Who's running the show over there? Bloomberg?
Right. Look, we all got diabetes.
Yeah.
Okay, we need our sugar infused juices.
Even their coffee cups are like. It seems like you'd have one for like a doll.
Do they do cold brew over there?
They do.
Okay.
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 All right. Yeah, I'd be psyched about that.
I was stoked about that.
I'd be like, yeah, real pumped.
So yeah, a lot of great food.
And you went to the McDonald's?
Yeah, tell me about this McDonald's.
The McDonald's there is the fanciest McDonald's in the world.
Well, I mean, that's like,
No, they say that. They say that this one in Hong Kong is the fanciest. Look, they got like a salad bar.
I mean, it is.
I mean, this looks amazing.
But to be the fanciest McDonald's in the world is like,
I don't think that's a high bar to set.
That's what I mean. It's like,
But it's still impressive.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. Trust me. Not only would I go, I'd be like, oh, it'd be
Look
really
at that.
fun.
I see a cold brew sign right there.
Oh.
It looks like it's in a wine glass.
Oh my God.
And her family can't understand why I'm so excited to go to McDonald's. They're like, well, we have McDonald's in the States. I'm like, yeah, but this is different.
I like this.
I mean,
and by the way, I was like tired of dumplings and
of course,
it's like I love it. I love Chinese food, but
Yeah.
it's like every meal, every day.
do you have any idea how often? Because I get in trouble in these foreign countries.
Right.
I don't like any food. I would be sneaking the minute I had a free moment in the hotel. How close is the McDonald's to your hotel?
Oh, they have them on like every other block.
Yeah, I'd be sneaking out to McDonald's like multiple times a day.
Yeah, I get
just
that.
to make sure I had it in my stomach, and that way
We're good. Your bases are covered.
Right.
What are those? Are those just wangs?
Though that is
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. So listen, juicy fried chicken, like incredible fried chicken, with like an extra crispy batter that's on the chicken nuggets.
Oh, that's nice. And a spicy chicken sandwich?
Yeah. Which was okay. That was okay.
I mean,
that
I'll
was
take it.
that was the low light of the three things that I got.
That's fine.
You got a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Filled up.
Looks like you got a quarter pounder.
No, that was just a cheeseburger.
That's just a cheeseburger?
He got a
That's a pretty
cheeseburger
nice looking
and a
cheeseburger.
spicy chicken sandwich. And is that 3 pieces of fried chicken?
2 pieces.
2 pieces of fried chicken
And 2 French fries and one of those. Oh, and they have the shaker fries. So you put the fries in the little bag, right?
Yeah.
And then they give you a little packet.
Oh, of like
seasoning.
Oh yeah, this
It's
is
like you're making your own five.
Yeah.
Barbecue flavored seasoning.
Yeah. There are like bodegas around me that do stuff like this, or like a Chicken Joe's.
Are there some
type.
pies I see?
Oh yeah, we got pies.
Good for you.
I mean, I split it with Clarice, but I had most of it.
I mean, yeah, you split it with you got enough food for 9 people.
I mean, it's a culinary adventure.
Who knows when I'm going to be back in Hong Kong to enjoy the McDonald's.
Oh, look at that.
This looks fun.
It was fun.
I'd be there all the time.
Now you look like you're in a better mood.
I'm in a way better mood. This is like day 3 or 4.
And it's also because you're at McDonald's.
Finally happy to have McDonald's.
Yeah, you know where I got saved by a McDonald's like that? In Paris.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody. I was there with the whole family. You know, my parents and my wife and everything, and everybody. It was like we were going to a really nice Paris restaurant.
Yeah.
That night, and it was like, okay, we'll meet in the lobby in an hour. I was like, fucking yes. And I went as soon as we were like split up. Like I went to the hotel and then just like into the room and then just looped right out of the room when I knew the hallway was going to be cleared. Went right downstairs around the corner to Paris McDonald's. It was great. Filled the fuck up.
Good for you.
Filled up. And then, I mean, you should have seen me. I was a dream at dinner. I was just the best companion ever.
You're good.
I'm satiated. I don't like. Oh, if I pick at something, if I don't pick it,
No sweat.
Great. No sweat at all.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
It's basically a cheeseburger from McDonald's, but better.
Yeah,
Everything just
it looks
tastes a little bit better.
Everything is so fresh.
You know why?
The fried chicken.
None of those chemicals.
Pretty. I'd say it's better than KFC.
Wow. What about how does it compare to Publix?
I mean, Publix reigns supreme.
The spicy chicken fillet, it's not bad. It's okay. I wouldn't get it again.
That's
You're like
honest.
Review Bra.
And
Yeah.
fries.
Were you thinking about Review
I
Bra
was
when
thinking
you were
about
doing this?
I turned everybody on to Review Bra.
You did?
Yeah, I was like showing it. Like, look at this kid.
He should go
Do
there.
they like him?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. He fucking
He
rules.
does rule.
Yeah. Are you glad I brought him?
Of course.
Yeah. He's awesome.
He is us. He's the man.
What was that at the end? Some ice cream?
That's like a Oreo kind of blizzard sort of thing.
Like a McFlurry?
McFlurry, but like, I don't know. It was different.
That rules.
Yeah, it was really good.
We got a matcha mochi pie.
Ooh.
Oh,
Deep fried.
mochi.
Deep fried, like they did the
fried
apple.
mochi?
Yes.
Oh.
Like the old apple pies.
You love deep fried, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You hear that?
Yeah.
It's a little ASMR.
That is.
I see what you're doing.
There's a sexuality to this.
Yeah. Ooh. You hear that?
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I love that
The
too.
breading of the
Of all the places that you
pie?
went to. You went to you were getting multiple meals a day, and the most video footage we have is at the McDonald's.
I didn't see any other
Yeah.
video on Troy's feed.
But I mean,
we ate a lot. I did a carousel on my Instagram.
I'd be
You can
more
see
interested. I'm much more interested in McDonald's.
And my fiance Clarice has she put all her food up too. She has better food pictures than I do. But
Did you go back to the McDonald's?
I went 3 times.
Good for you.
That rules.
And
That
they thought I
rules.
was like an asshole for it, but then at the
What?
end,
Who?
her family. She's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm going back to the McDonald's.
I'm going back. Yeah, I'm getting
It's
some
a-
of this
It's
Hong
fancy.
Kong food.
You don't understand. It's fancy. It's the fanciest one.
Oh, go back. That's A5 Wagyu, all you can eat.
What?
All you can eat. We sat there for they give you a time limit.
Oh,
90
yeah.
minutes. And bro, oh man.
That
That's
must cost a fortune.
I mean, they're not used to people like you walking. in there.
$80 American.
No.
Yeah, dude, everything's cheaper. All that McDonald's I got, that's like $40, $50 worth of McDonald's. $25 American.
For all that.
all that.
Wow.
Everything's cheaper there.
Makes you want to move to Hong Kong.
And the food is just so much cleaner, so much better.
Yeah.
There's no chemicals in it.
Yeah.
Well, they're not trying to kill their people because their graveyards are full.
Right.
Here in America, they're just trying to wipe us all out.
we got plenty of room.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of good food.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, at the McDonald's they have USB port at the table.
Oh, nice.
Wow. They have you can like a wireless charger.
That's great.
They got that at Dunkin' Donuts.
What are you
here.
saying well for?
They got that at Dunkin' Donuts here.
They don't have wireless chargers at the table.
They have wireless chargers at the Dunkin'. No, they don't.
Yeah, you're right.
Bullshit.
How would I know?
They have wireless chargers at the Dunkin'.
You're just trying to sell us on Dunkin'.
Yeah,
100% they have.
Good. Take a photo on Friday.
Okay.
Wireless
How do you know I'll be
chargers
there
at
on
Dunkin'.
Friday?
Because
You're there
that's your
every
dining
Friday.
day.
You're there
You were
religiously.
dining in even when you were flying.
You see me at the airport Dunkin' on Fridays.
I was proud of you.
Thank you, man.
You're not going to let travel get in the way of tradition.
Nope. It was the one time because I got to the airport early because I was going international. I didn't really need to, but I was like, you know what? That's exactly what I'll do. I'll go to the airport Dunkin'.
Oh, the monster building was cool too. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Fucking liar.
You're all. By the way, like I've told you how many times I'm him. You've had to admit that I was right. How many times? And like you're going to do it again.
Wireless chargers.
Yes.
I'm not talking about a USB port.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
Okay, then don't.
Take a picture on Friday.
Okay.
Go there today.
And make sure it's clear that you are at the Dunkin' Donuts.
You know what I'll do?
Huh.
I'll make it a motion picture. I'll do it on video.
Okay.
He's just going to send over your video.
Yeah.
With some dubbed, hey guys, here at the
At
Dunkin'
the
Donuts. Brought some McDonald's with me.
By the way, I'm not going to do that, but also just for like, because my own show archive, send me this folder, Travis.
Yeah, this was cool. They call this the Monster Building.
Whoa.
Those are apartments.
Like it's this super tall building, but instead of it being flat, all the apartments stick out in various different ways. So it almost looks like they're all stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
It's a lot of air conditioners.
It looks like it's going to fall over and cave in.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. That's cool.
They shot the a scene from the Transformers movie there.
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf was there?
I don't know, maybe.
That's cool.
But if somebody told us that when they were filming the movie there, people were so pissed that they were shooting a movie that they were throwing their air conditioners out at the film.
What?
The whole unit? The whole AC
You're
unit?
going to kill somebody.
They didn't care.
And also, like, aren't you going to get warm?
I don't think they cared. They were just so pissed that there was somebody shooting down there.
I am
That's
so
fun.
mad.
That's cool. And then I also like that you heard that story and you're like, let me go grab a video.
Yeah.
Let me go do the thing that was making people throw air conditioners.
I mean, it's littered with tourists that are you can't see it there, but there was like a line of people waiting to take a picture there.
What class of people live in the Monster Building? Because like to me, it doesn't look like a nice area. But I don't know.
I don't think it is, but you know what? Like those buildings are so strange. They call them coffin apartments.
Yeah.
Where they're so small and they're all stacked. I mean, there's just endless buildings like that where they're just way in the sky and they're just I don't know who like live. I saw people living there. It didn't look like it was like poverty.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Did you see any unfinished buildings, or was that not? That's in a different area.
I didn't know.
Like those like ghost towns in China.
Yeah. No, I've heard about all those.
I don't think that's Hong Kong.
They're way out.
They're like way out there.
Yeah, because it's like way out in the country where they get infused with cash and they go, we're going to build a whole city and like move millions of people in here and like literally from nothing create a civilization, a society, and then they run out of money. And so they just leave them. They just stop.
I think they're so populated there, they need all the buildings.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, there was rare. I think I maybe saw like one or two homeless people the whole time I was there.
Oh wow!
It's very clean.
Wow.
The subway is unbelievably clean. You can't drink anything on the subway. I had a drink and I started drinking. They're like, stop. You get in trouble for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been great if Troy was just trying to have a beverage? He ended up in Hong Kong jail.
That's what I'm hoping for. I was really hoping that he did something he didn't know was extremely illegal.
He's wearing camo pants. They're like, what are you in the art? He's like, no, this is just a fashion statement.
You look cool here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, look at that. Your head really does hit the ceiling.
Look at
that's the subway. That's a trolley.
Wow. You're a giant over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People were just like sneaking pictures of me. I could see.
Really?
Yeah. Anytime I go anywhere, they'd be like, hang up their phone and like quick taking a picture.
They probably knew you were from Black Caviar.
They probably. Yeah. Like that's really him.
Yeah, is that really him?
But it's.
And then I saw you took like the trolley up the mountain.
Oh yeah. So they have like they have that peak. So the on top of that mountain is where like the rich people of Hong Kong live. So you can take a trolley up there, and it's probably at like a 75-degree angle. Oh, that was going to Buddha, Big Buddha.
That's terrifying, dude. I couldn't have handled that.
Whoa. You couldn't do that?
Nope.
It's just a gondola. They got that at Disney World.
First of all, like
it's called a Skyliner.
I have freaked out on regular gondolas. Like I freaked out at the gondola at Hershey Park without knowing. Yeah, like I didn't know I was going to. Like I ran and got on the gondola.
You had like a panic attack?
I mean, I was an adult. I was married. This was my wife.
You ran to get on.
Because it was like we got.
You thought it was a ride.
We got there late, so the rides were shutting down, but the gondola was still on. I'm like, come on, let's go jump on the gondola so we can see everything and figure out our plan for tomorrow. Like I had no sort of. I say that I ran to get on to illustrate that I had no qualms about riding this thing. Like I didn't look at that and say no, gondolas
you knew what
are
it
not
was.
for me. 100%.
Okay.
100%. Like slid on the seat, like watch where we were going, and then all of a sudden we started raising up, and I'm like, oh okay, let's look at some of these rides, and like halfway up I go, oh my god, I'm freaking out.
Really?
Like, and I just had to stay completely still.
Okay.
Right? And then my wife did not know. And she started going like, oh, look over there. And I go, Jess, I got to tell you something right now. I'm completely freaking out. And she's like, what? And I go, I'm freaking out. I can't do this. I got to get off.
That's so weird.
I'm freaking out.
What, are you afraid it's going to fall?
It's just something about being up that high where I'm not supposed to be up that high. Like you see the top of the pole that it's on, that it goes around. Yeah. And all of a sudden, instead of the perspective being, oh, I'm looking up and it's far away, now it's right next to me. You're just sitting there hanging. Your feet are hanging.
Oh, your feet are not hanging here.
Yeah, you're in
but that's a glass bottom.
Yeah, so what?
You can but I mean, you're in an enclosure.
I know. But
oh, you were on like a seat, like a
seat gondola.
Like you're going like on a ski lodge.
Like a ski lodge.
Like on like the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like seaside?
Yeah,
like
it
was
kids
like
do that.
Like a hanging your feet off.
Yeah, oh, that's a little different.
That's a little different.
But then when I see the glass bottom, I start thinking about that thing in Chicago that I couldn't do.
Oh, at the Sears Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
So you don't do the Skyliner at Disney World?
Oh, I think I probably do.
Yeah, I mean, that gets you around.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't have any memories of not doing it.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Ski lift I get. That's a little. Now, can you do a Ferris wheel?
I would think so. That's the thing. But I would think I could do a ski lift.
But a ski lift, I almost
because you can almost like slide out.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it is possible for you to fall.
I think I can do a Ferris wheel, but then I might do a Ferris wheel, and once we get to the top, be like, "Holy shit, I can't do a Ferris wheel!" Like I find out when I'm there.
Right.
It sucks.
What about one of those Ferris wheels that also spins around?
Oof.
Well, then I just get nauseous, and I don't like that.
I got on the one at California Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
They have a huge Ferris wheel, and we were hungover, and I did not know that we were getting on one of the ones that also spins around. I have never had a worse 15 minutes. It just did not end.
Ugh.
And it was like the first thing we did in the day, and it just ruined my entire day.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can't.
I thought we were just getting on a regular old Ferris wheel.
You can't get your bearings back?
Nope, that's it.
But I meant the, what you rode was that train.
Yeah,
that goes up the mountain,
up to the peak.
Yeah,
and it takes up to like the highest point of
Peak Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that looked awesome.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, you go up there and that view. There's another view. Yeah, you ride. I can't believe that they built a train that does that.
That's wild, and it looks like really well maintained.
Very well maintained. Yeah. That was cool. And they had a McDonald's up there that had like a gift shop. I didn't go to that one. They had a gift shop.
A McDonald's gift shop?
And I thought to myself,
like
well, they
the
have
Hooters store?
Yeah. They had, and I almost got them for you. And I was like, well, I'll see them at the other McDonald's. Yeah. McDonald's socks. I know, bro. I know. I fucked up.
And they're probably really good quality because over there,
Yeah, I saw them and I was like, oh, I might get those for Sam.
I would have loved them.
The other McDonald's has to have a gift shop if this one does. I was wrong.
Wow.
I don't want to go all the way back up there just to get McDonald's socks.
Sure. No, that's a trip.
I mean, I kind of would.
I would have grabbed a meal while I was up there to tell you the truth. But again,
you've been like, hey.
When I'm in foreign countries, I'm fighting for survival every minute.
Yeah, well, that was day 2, and they looked at me like, what, you want McDonald's now? Like, we have all this good Chinese food. It's like, yes.
Yeah,
I'm craving McDonald's.
I got 7 days. I'm good.
I want McDonald's.
Yeah. In fact, I'll be right back. I got to pick up some socks.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, if we're here for 7 days, I want to do 15 McDonald's.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, for 7 days, yeah.
7 days, average, 21 meals, 15 of them can be McDonald's.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
The other 7, dealer's choice.
Yeah, and maybe I'll skip a couple of those.
Yeah, because I'm full on account of all the McDonald's.
15 McDonald's is a lot.
And they had other American fast food there. They had Pizza Hut. They had Five Guys.
You got a personal pan pizza?
No, I didn't do any of that. I was like, I just want McDonald's. I'll eat Chinese food.
I just want McDonald's.
I'll do all the Chinese food you guys want.
They got Panda Express?
I didn't see a Panda Express.
I'd pop into a Panda Express.
Yeah, I'd fuck with that.
Because it's authentic.
Yeah, see what kind of General Tso's they got?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see any General Tso's.
They got sweet and sour chicken?
I'm sure somewhere. I didn't find it.
I love a good sweet and sour chicken.
I fuck
Me
with
too.
sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Me too.
Although I don't like when there's actual pineapples in the sauce.
No. I don't like when they ritzy it up.
No. Just give me the sauce.
No. Yeah. I like it wherever they get it from, where it's exactly the same in every Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. Whatever factory that's coming out of.
It's the best.
I love it.
It's the best. And then, so after a week experiencing all that Hong Kong has to offer, you didn't get in any trouble or anything?
No trouble. I almost got hit by a car a couple times.
Okay.
They don't have, pedestrians definitely do not have the right of way there.
It's just crazy there, right?
I mean, a car will come flying down a hill and make a turn and not even like stop to look. And you think that there's no stop sign.
It's a hit and run culture.
So and somehow people know. I almost walked out in front of it. I was like, holy shit.
And they're like, what are you doing? Are you nuts?
Yeah, hey, you are in the wrong.
Yeah.
It's funny because like people are so polite, but then on the street they'll run into you and like not even be like, oh, sorry. It's just kind of like, well, there's so many people here. Like you can't say sorry to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
I mean, that's one way to think.
At a point, it's like, this is getting silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
that's great.
Oh yeah, there's this Tai-O fishing village. That was pretty cool too. There's like a little fishing village like on the water. These people like build their houses like in the water.
Oh, that's cool. Is there a McDonald's?
There was no McDonald's.
Is there a Tai-O fishing village McDonald's?
If there was, I would have fucked with it.
What?
Hey, do they have Taco Bell over there?
They did it, and that's not. I was like, how do they not have Taco Bell?
I would have thought they'd have Taco Bell.
That blew my mind.
I would pop into there.
I was like, how do they have everything else? How do they not have Taco Bell?
Honestly, that may be a great business.
No shit.
Tapping into Taco Bell in Hong Kong, they would love it.
There's a lot of things I'm like, they should bring that here. And then over there, they should bring some of the stuff here.
Like what?
Like the bubble tea. Do you know what bubble tea is?
Yeah, my kids
They
love
had
it.
my kids
a place called Silk there that was bubble tea. It is by far the absolute best bubble tea I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
And I was like,
and
how
it's
do
like
they-
a chain over there?
Yeah. No, I'm like, how do they not have this here?
That's interesting.
The McDonald's fried chicken, that would crush here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. Welcome to Silk, Hong Kong's best kept secret.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a couple bakeries that were really good. I'm surprised that they didn't. This place called Yardbird, we ate there. That was the best place we ate by far there.
What was it?
Serve?
It was chicken,
Sweet.
but they serve every single part of the chicken.
Even the dick and balls?
The dick and balls, the anus. You can get the chicken head. You can get like the gizzard.
I got with a couple chicken heads in my day.
All the chicken heads be quiet, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Can you just get like a box of dozen penises?
You could. Yeah.
Yeah, let me get 9 chicken dicks.
But yeah, if anybody goes to Hong Kong, you have to check out Yardbird. It was
That's great.
the absolute
Okay.
best.
And then so when you have to get back on the flight now to go home,
Well, hang on. We didn't get to Disneyland.
you went to
We went past the stop for Disneyland. We didn't stop though.
you kept driving.
Yeah, and I was like looking for something cool for you, but like
I
I couldn't.
appreciate
I
that.
couldn't find anything that was like I saw like a Disneyland magnet.
yeah.
I was like, you don't.
Did you see any cool, like, complete knockoff, like...
No. So the area we went to where that's supposed to be, they got rid of all their like bootleg stuff. So
It would because it would have been sweet if you came back with like fake like sneakers and hand.
Yeah.
You know what would have been great if he went there and bought like a whole bunch of knockoff stuff for us just for our entertainment, and then he got arrested because they thought he was a bootleg smuggler.
I did see like a Balenciaga shirt that was spelled wrong, which was kind of funny.
That's really funny. Oh yeah.
Oh, man,
Is this it?
Yeah, that place was so fucking good.
Is this a place that you're going to think about, like...
Like I would have gone back the next night.
Right.
That's
like
awesome.
McDonald's.
Yes.
Like McDonald's. Yeah, I might get some McDonald's today.
And that's another place. I'm like, how do they not have a place in America?
McDonald's, we got a lot of...
No. Yardbird.
Yeah. I mean, all it takes is just somebody to bring it over here.
Yeah.
Well, we asked them, like, how do you not have a place in America? They're like, they were starting to open one in Los Angeles, then COVID happened. And then the owner was like, fuck this, I'm not dealing with this anymore.
Huh.
Why don't you have your entrepreneurial wife, or fiance,
Yeah.
get in bed with Yardbird?
Ew.
No, not sexually.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I mean, if it calls for that, that's fine. But, like,
What?
you know, to get it over here in New York.
Well, she's got her own culinary adventures happening.
She's got a lot of business.
She can do more than one. Gordon Ramsay's got lots of restaurants.
Okay.
What?
Gordon Ramsay had to develop businesses to the point that he could have a bunch of restaurants.
Bobby Flay's Burgers?
Guy Fieri.
Yeah, he's got the chicken guy.
Flavortown's a whole town.
That's true. the 52nd state.
Yeah, flavored town, 52nd.
Well, Canada's 51st.
No, I know. I wasn't confused about that. Man, so you experience. Yeah, I would have wanted to go to all the fast food spots.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a Hooters in Hong Kong.
Not anymore.
No, that'd probably be tough. There's no Hooters here.
Man, I would have gone to Disneyland.
Of course you would have.
That's a wasted opportunity.
Well, he'll probably regret it for all of his days.
I think so.
So then it's time to leave.
Right.
And you realize there's another 16-hour flight in front of you. Did you bring drugs?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, that was the taxi.
Oh God.
So like,
it's
God.
like the trunk is open, the bags are like packed in and roped in with like bad bungee cords.
I mean, those 2 bags are wrapped in. The hood isn't.
No, it's not closed. Right?
No, it's not closed.
Right.
I literally was like, it's a miracle that our stuff got there.
Wow.
Why didn't you get like a
van?
Uber XL?
Oh yeah, Uber XL, dude.
I was following her parents' lead. We were supposed to take the van from the hotel to the airport or whatever. Mm-hmm. We missed it because her sister and her fiance were out eating something.
Gotta grab a meal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're about to leave, I get that. Oh, so there was a hotel van that takes you to the airport.
We missed it.
Everybody gets on. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Except you.
Yeah, and of course, her family's not worried in the least of missing the flight. I am.
They're tranquilo.
Because I'm neurotic.
They sound like the Robertses.
Oh yeah,
or just a Roberts.
No, there's one specific. Yeah, yeah. That's not a familial trait. I'm trying to bring it. To the. You're
next trying to ingrain it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's not working.
Indoctrination.
I am trying. I'm trying.
So we threw it in the back of this taxi.
Oh, that's got to be so nerve-wracking.
Oh my God, I'm like, it's gonna go flying out in the street.
No, it's fine.
You can't stop and get it.
No,
because the drivers are all dangerous.
Yeah, you'll get run over.
My fiance bought a whole suitcase just to fill up.
I saw that.
Snacks.
Snacks and items.
I mean, the family's crazy. They must have bought a couple $100 in snacks that they
It's not
back.
crazy. You don't know when you're coming back.
I mean,
I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've never seen a family that has a whole vacation around eating.
Yeah.
It's serious eating. And it's like major food. Like
so
major.
Funny.
Like not. And it's the same things. Like we'll go to one bakery and then go to another bakery and have the same thing. And then they're comparing.
These are delicious.
Yeah, those were good.
And you're just sitting there going like,
I'm like, I can't tell the difference. How do you fucking tell the difference?
I don't know. What are we just going to keep eating? Are we just going to keep eating?
Yeah, it's like, I've had enough.
Yeah, I'm not hungry anymore. So, is it okay getting like through the airport and everything to get on the flight?
Yeah, we got to the airport. We had about 2 hours to kill. I had McDonald's again.
Nice. Airport McDonald's?
Airport McDonald's. The Hong Kong airport is incredible.
That's awesome.
I mean,
I love a good airport.
So many good restaurant options.
Would you call it a resort?
I'd call it almost a resort.
Okay. Is there a place to stay?
I'm not sure.
Because that's what I would have done. I would have said, you know what, guys, enough. I'm checking into the airport. Meet me when it's time for the flight home. That's what I do in Orlando. I leave my kids at Disney World. I say, no. I'm going to go check into the resort.
This is daddy time.
Yeah, exactly. That would be so nice. The last 2 days just by myself in that airport.
Yeah, it looks like there's an airport right there. Or here's Hong Kong International Airport.
No, but that doesn't look like the hotel.
Regal Airport.
That's
hotel
not connected.
Oh.
It needs to be in the building.
That's my bad. Okay.
There might be a tram, I'm sure.
No.
You got to be inside.
You're a purist.
It's got to look exactly like
looking out
Orlando International Airport.
I don't know if you know about this, Danielle. In Orlando, you get your hotel room. You open the window. You're looking out at the security lines. It's amazing. And sometimes they go like this. All we have available is in-facing rooms. I said, that's all I want.
That's great.
The last thing that I want is to be able to see the outside. What do I need to see? Let me take a wild guess. It's sunny and warm.
Sunny.
Yeah. Let me see what's going on inside the airport. I want to look out my window and see the Disney store. That's what I want.
Keep an eye on the TSA line.
That's what I look at every time. And they have the signs,
how long
that
the
say
wait
how
is.
long it's going to be. I can see it from the hotel room. I guess I'm going back to bed. Wait's not bad. It's perfect.
It really is. Orlando rules.
It's my favorite place.
You ever been to Orlando?
Me?
Yeah.
I've gone only to go to Disney World multiple times.
Did you stay in the airport when you went?
No.
I would recommend it.
I haven't really said it, but we're a Disney family.
Yes,
we really are,
right.
Travis. Yeah,
I don't want to.
I'm sorry.
No, we don't have time today.
Yeah, what are you apologizing for?
We don't have time today.
You're right.
I saw the hoodie.
Yeah.
Real, recognize real.
Yeah.
Did you give like a secret head nod?
Yeah, it's like when, someone in the crypt sees someone else in the
yeah.
crypts, Like,
throw a little hand gesture?
Yeah.
So, how was the flight home?
Flight home was fine. Yeah, not bad at all.
Xanax muscle relaxer?
We left, yeah.
Yeah.
Left at 4 o'clock.
A.M., P.M.?
P.M.
Okay.
And then landed on 4 p.m. Saturday. And then we landed here 6 p.m. Saturday.
That's fucking nuts.
It is nuts.
Wow.
It's like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, like when we went out, Toots was pissed.
Toots did not want to leave that house.
No, he was pissed.
Does he like that house?
Loves it.
This is where he stayed before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he loves this place.
Well, he's got all that room. He doesn't want to go back to...
Look at him.
Oh, my God. You're rolling. So we're looking at a video.
He is putting all his weight.
We're looking at a video of them, of Troy and his fiance picking up his cat from where they were keeping him. And this cat wants to stay so bad that they're pulling the leash and he's falling over. They're having to pull and roll him to the car because the last place in the world that he wants to go to is in your car to get back to New York.
Yeah. But he's fine now because he's now in Orlando.
Oh, he didn't know he was going back to Orlando.
No, he didn't know that.
He probably wouldn't have been struggling so much.
He's happy now.
They're
on a flight. Yeah, they just landed.
Oh, what a nice surprise for him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he thought
he thought he was fucked.
I'm going back to hell.
Be honest, are you jealous?
That she's down in Orlando? I'm going down this weekend, but...
Oh.
Yeah, but right now.
Yeah, I'm up. Yeah, jealous as hell.
Yeah, I would be too, honestly.
She's like, oh, the weather's great. I'm like, of course it is.
Of course it is.
I love when he falls down.
He just falls down. You have to roll him out of the house. That's great.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, he's happy. He's a happy cat down there. He loves it. He just sits out back and cooks. He sweats. He just upside down, belly exposed, sweating.
That's great. Well, I'm glad the trip ended up well.
Thanks.
Nothing catastrophic happened.
No.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Were you regular?
Bowel movements?
Yeah.
My guts were...
Because, you're eating a lot of stuff that you're not normally eating.
Yeah, I wouldn't say regular. I wouldn't say solid. Things were solid.
Okay. Was it a detriment?
I think it was okay. It wasn't
not your favorite thing, but you could deal with it.
Yeah, I got through it.
Yeah.
Also, he probably balanced the stomach out with all that McDonald's.
Yeah, my stomach was like, "Oh, we know what this is."
Oh, yes, come in. Come in. Yeah, no, we know you.
There's just you don't understand. There's just like this you all of a sudden you're at home. You have a soda, you have McDonald's. You're like, it's just a little piece of like comfort.
And imagine the things that you love at McDonald's. You love the nuggets, right?
Oh, I love the nuggets.
The fries, right?
Oh, I love the fries.
The soda, the Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, regular Coke, depends.
Imagine everything just tasting a little bit better.
It's hard.
I know.
Hard to imagine, but it would be really pleasure.
It was.
It would be a real pleasureful experience.
And you like fried chicken, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine having fried chicken, delicious fresh fried chicken with the chicken nugget batter. It's like...
And you could dip it in chicken nugget sauce, maybe?
Sure.
If you want.
Oh, yeah. Do they have different sauces there?
I didn't get any sauce. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
But they got the seasoning.
They got the seasoning.
Oh, sorry. You got fried chicken.
I might even consider sprinkling some of the fry seasoning on the chicken.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of that.
Thank you.
I wish I would have talked to you about this before.
I would have hit you up immediately and said...
I should have texted you.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts.
Check out is there anything I should be doing? I'd say consider putting just a little bit of the seasoning on the chicken is what I would say.
Yeah. They do have honey barbecue chicken. I didn't get it, but I should have. I'm kicking myself now.
Yeah, I would be too.
What'd you watch on the ride home, on the flight home?
The Yacht Rock documentary.
Right. We already covered that.
Yacht Rock.
Sorry. Yacht Rock.
My third time watching it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Still good?
It's fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Christopher Cross rules.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Glad you spent your time wise.
Toto. I love Toto.
Toto. Yeah. Do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I'd highly recommend it.
I know. You've seen it 3 times.
And I got Wi-Fi, so I was...
Oh, you splurged.
I did. I spent the $20 to get Wi-Fi on the ride home.
Okay. Would you use your like porn and stuff?
No, just, I don't know, fucking around.
Oh, yeah. $20 and you're just scrolling.
Scrolling.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, good. I'm glad that worked out.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
Yes. Happy you're here. Happy you're all here. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back live tomorrow. Don't forget to follow us on social, Sam Roberts SXM, and we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.